And we're live, sorta. Okay. There we are. Hi.
There we go.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Chromatic Chimera. I'm Lucy, and I'll be your DM for this adventure. With me, I have Alex playing Gabriel Moonshadow, the Horizon Walker Ranger. Sam playing Eglantine Penrose, the Knowledge Cleric. Harry playing Giles Pippin-Paddleopsicopolis, Arcane Trickster Rogue. Chris playing Bellinor Tarathiel, Ancestral Guardian Barbarian. And Megan playing Lilavati Lagat, College of Whispers Bard.
Well done.
Right.
I
got through it. I think I got them all right.
Oh no, her name is so hard, but you can say Giles' last name. Just say.
Yeah.
Just say it.
What gives?
Hey.
The Avatar reference, man.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah, fix everything.
All right, so we went ahead and took a short rest before the stream. And last week we left off in the strange cavern area with a tunnel leading further down. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, you remember when I was talking last time about trying to pick a leader? Gabriel, I vote you, and I'll just push Gabriel forward.
All right. I guess I'll lead us forward.
Okay. You continue along the tunnel. It slopes shallowly downwards as you go, and the faint sound of water and the scent of salt and blood gets stronger. You walk for several minutes, the tunnel close and damp around you, until eventually you enter one of the most impressive rooms you have ever seen. On the far wall, there's a balcony about 15 feet up, accessible by a curved stone staircase that hugs the periphery of the room. Any spare wall space is filled with bookshelves, overflowing with ancient tomes and scrolls. Wherever a bookshelf could not be fit, the stone is dressed with lovely tapestries, shimmering with silver and gold thread in the pale light. The room is lit with an intricate chandelier that gleams on piles of gold, platinum, gemstones, wooden chests, and a myriad of other valuables piled on the floor. There is so much precious metal and minerals in this room that the walls have become kaleidoscopic with their reflection. The ceiling is curved, and every inch of it is painted. The art is beautiful and terrible, moving in gentle, slow motion, shimmering with magic, depicting horrible, violent scenes. Sailors drowned, ships crashed, sea serpents attacking, merfolk at war, and all around the edge, a faint, dark shadow, almost claw-like, holding the false ocean above you. In the center of the room, there... Yes, Alex?
I want to know more about this.
Make a history check.
Sorry to interrupt, but you know me.
Nope, that's
I'm
fine.
always, as the resident historian, me as a player, I have to know more. Ooh, nope. Yeah, I don't know shit. That's a 4.
Not a clue. It's kind of scary. In the center of the room, there is a pool of iridescent liquid, about 10 feet in diameter, shifting and shimmering like stardust and crushed diamonds under the light. Rising from it is a dais draped with luxurious silks and furs, piled high with burgundy cushions. Perched upon the pillows, flute of crimson liquid held delicately in hand, is the single most beautiful person any of you have ever seen. She is lounging like a cat, with a white cotton gown and unbound black curls, surprisingly simple against the opulent surroundings. Her skin is tawny, and her black irises glitter as she watches you. She wears no jewelry except for an abalone amulet hung from woven silk threads carved with the silhouette of a shark. Everyone can make a religion check.
I mean, why not? Look, here's another check for me to fail. Yeah, that's a 7.
5.
I rolled like crap. That was just a 9.
Gabriel's way too focused on not getting ambushed.
13?
13, Harry?
Dirty cleric is like distracted by how pretty she is.
13. Sorry.
All right, the 13's got it. This is the symbol of owl. That's all you get. You recognize who it belongs to, but not what it means.
Okay.
Oh. I would like to shout it out before she does.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna share information. I'm a secret person.
So I guess I just say, ow!
Giles, are you hurt?
Are you okay?
Stop being such a baby.
I don't know, that's all I know. Ow.
Excuse me, but What are all of you doing here?
Who said that?
Me? Hello? Right
I'm
here.
Yes. Are you any relation to the goblins that were just outside?
Oh, you mean my little experiments. Yes, they are mine. Sorry for the trouble.
Are you familiar with what they get up to?
If you mean raiding the cities, then that is what I asked them to do.
Okay, there we go. Could you stop doing that? It's causing them a lot of anguish.
See, I rather think you killed most of them.
Yes, but if they're your experiments and you made them, I feel like you're just going to make more.
Well, I am.
So back to my original question. Can you please stop having them raid the town?
See, I could. But why would I?
Because we're asking nicely.
I'm afraid manners only get someone so far in this world. I rather need their help.
For what? It looks like you have plenty.
For now, I'll need more.
For what?
Suppose you'll have to wait and see. Sorry, what's your name?
Leela?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Serena.
Serena. Are you from here?
Now that's an interesting question. Where are you from, if you're from everywhere and nowhere at once?
You speak in riddles. Wonderful.
I speak the truth. It's up to you what you hear. So, if that's all, you can all toddle along now. Pleasure to meet you.
Wait.
Yes, small person.
I want Pip back.
Pip?
Can I try to summon Pip? Is he within 100 feet?
Yeah, he snaps right to you.
Okay, now we can go.
Oh, that curious little device is very clever.
Yes.
How did you make it?
I made it. Definitely me. All me.
Are you lying?
Insight
Yes,
check.
absolutely.
She sees through you immediately. She's like,
Oh.
So if you didn't make it, then who did?
I start running towards the door.
No, that's rude. I really could use that technology. It seems terribly useful.
What do you need these things for?
Oh, my mother has made a request of me. And far be it for me to refuse.
And who is your mother?
Why, my lady, of course. And she touches the amulet.
I see.
All right,
Well-
I'm getting tired. Are we going to fight this person, or are we going
Mood.
I mean,
Look, I'm with Bellinor on this. I know we don't always agree, but
We haven't
Yeah,
known
look.
each other long enough to disagree. What?
Oh, come
I mean,
now,
if we
my
don't
dear.
need to fight, I don't think that's, necessary yet.
well, we tried asking nicely, and she said no. So I guess that leaves us with one option, and that's the steel on steel.
You would say that.
We could just go. I mean, she's just taking some stuff. No one's even in the town anymore. It feels like this is more murder than heroship.
well, I'm sure the people of the town would love to come back to their homes, and right now they can't because they're constantly being raided and people go missing. So, speaking of that, the missing people, are those your experiments?
Parts of them.
I just need to know for my own conscience if we just murdered a bunch of innocent townspeople that you had
Oh,
previously
they were all
tortured.
dead. No.
All right, yeah,
I
she's
feel a little
dying.
better.
Yeah, she's killed innocents. Yeah, is this the heroism you need, Giles?
Yeah,
All right.
this should do it.
I
Yep.
start slowly tying up my hair.
It's very bold of you to presume you can kill the daughter of a goddess in her domain.
Yeah. And I'm the son of the goddess of the moon. Let's go.
So we're cousins then.
Oh,
All right.
awkward.
Well, I'm always here for family on family violence.
You're rather rude.
He
I get
really
that a lot.
is.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'd
he
say you
kind
get
of
used
sucks,
to
but so
it,
do you.
but-
Yes.
I have been nothing but polite. You came into my home, unannounced and uninvited.
You've been
Killed
going
my
into
little
other
pet.
people's homes and taking them. What? Do you not see the problem here? I'm flabbergasted. You seem too smart for this. You had to have seen this coming. You can't just keep acting with impunity and expect that no one will ever notice.
I didn't expect anyone would ever notice. The question is, now that you've noticed, can you stop me?
I think we're about to try.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Okay.
Zephyr strike.
Do I have advantage yet? Or is that later?
Now's not the time for that. That comes later.
I have rolled a 3 every time.
Oh no.
Why
So
do I
far
roll like
today.
garbage on initiative? Because that's a
Oh.
9.
That's way at level
15.
7. Holy crap.
By the way, that means my initiative is 3.
Oh no.
I am
Okay,
at 7.
Not a Dexy person.
15 to 20?
That's me. 15.
Okay.
Yikes.
15 to 10?
11. Guys.
I prefer the
We got
strike
this, guys.
second.
So
10
good.
to 5?
7. Whoa.
Below a
No.
5?
Oh, you said I got a 9. I misheard.
3.
Hey, you want the cleric to go last, okay? That's the strategy.
That's true. Good rolling.
Good job,
You're
team.
welcome,
Okay.
everyone.
Serena's up first.
I did it on purpose.
Let's see. Bring up the sheet I made for her.
Of course.
What's she gonna do first? She's
go.
going to cast Tidal Wave.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, great!
Yay!
That's
she's
a
gonna
single
cross
target, yeah?
No, not quite.
It's a very thin
30
tidal
feet
wave.
long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. So that's all of you.
Awesome.
Dexterity saving throws all around.
I'm so
Rip.
good at those. If you
Rip
couldn't tell
team.
from my initiative modifier.
Oh shit! I finally did it.
Do I see this
22.
coming? Do I have
Wait.
advantage?
24.
I'm a barbarian.
Danger
That's the barbarian
sense.
thing. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
Got a dirty 20.
I don't know how that works. Dirty 20?
20.
Okay, just you guys remember. 14 is the save.
Ah, shit.
I rolled a 4.
I just
I got an
missed
8.
it. I missed it by 1.
It's math time. Hold on.
But
Oh no.
Eglinton gets washed away.
Good
Need
luck.
any healing?
Finally.
Goodbye, new friends.
Yo, my parents will kill you.
Oh, Gabriel's getting a bath.
That's
Yay.
23 points
Oh.
of damage.
How many?
23?
23.
Oh.
Half on a successful save.
Half, okay.
Oh.
So 11.
Oh.
I'm knocked out.
Oh
Rip.
shit,
I have
really?
5 hit points left.
Rip Giles, and I just used my last spell slot. So
What was
bye.
that about the cleric going last being good?
Okay.
Everyone who failed is knocked prone.
And dead.
Are we knocked back at all, or are we just
No,
prone?
just prone.
Okay.
You're not dead, you're unconscious.
There's a big difference.
Big difference.
I hope to time for a death saving throw.
Oh, no.
Rip.
Oh, it's great.
I haven't made a backup character yet. 14.
That was your first mistake.
You can have one
Good
of
job,
mine.
one success.
Secret DM all the time. You'll have so many men.
Lilavati.
She's gonna sputter a bit. She has her hand on the wall. It's how she kind of stayed on her feet. She'll take a quick look around. She sees a couple of her friends are down, and the rogue is like down, right? Did he just knock against a wall, or how did he go
Yeah, he got
unconscious?
slammed into the wall, hit his head, just swamped over.
Oh, she got, oh, shit. And she will cast a healing word on him. sweet little baby Giles at level 2. And then she will probably move away from the party, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Gabriel.
Yep. Just run forward Zephyr Strike style, because Zephyr Strike's the best.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. Oh, I should probably pull up that thing. Yep. Oh, fuck me. That's a nat 1.
You lunge forward and you forget that there's like a pool of water all around her and kind of lose your balance and like slip and have to take a knee and recover for a second.
That's embarrassing.
Nice one, Gabriel.
Bellinord, show him up.
Okay, watch this. Oh, I don't even know
Damn
if
it,
I
I'll
can
never
reach
live
her.
this down.
What's my movement speed? 30. Damn it, I can't even reach her.
Eglantine missed it because she's on the ground right now.
Oh.
Back, make sure Eglantine didn't see it. Okay, we're safe.
I am going to run forward 30 feet. And I'm going to stay outside of the pool. And I'm going to use my action to cast Lightning Lure. It's a strength saving throw. It's really
Oh,
low.
she's bad at this.
That's okay, my DC is 11.
Nice. Gotta love being a.
Oh, she got a 12.
Damn it.
Ah!
Yeah, so I just kind of...
Damage.
No, it doesn't do anything. It's just a cantrip. So I'll just kind of throw out like a lasso of like pure lightning and kind of try to rope it around her, but it just kind of fizzles out in the water.
She reaches out her hands, just catches it,
Oh,
and
no.
it absorbs into her, and she starts to just crackle a little bit.
Uh-oh, Gabriel, maybe we run. That was pretty bad too. And then bonus action, I'll rage.
Okay, Eglantine, you're up.
Oh man. Okay, well, I guess I'll get up to my feet first. I'm grumbling because now my dress is all wet and dirty. This sucks. And let me just check the range real quick because everybody moved around. That's not how she talks. All right, I'm gonna move in closer, and let me make sure I've got people there. Who we got? Okay. And I'm going to cast Aid on. I'll get Giles, Lilavity, and who's that? I think that's Bellinor over here.
It's
who's
okay,
in the
just say
water.
everyone but Gabriel. We get
Because
it.
I can only do 3 targets and you're out of range. I can only hit 3 targets and he's out of range. So you all get 5 hit points, and your hit point maximum is increased by 5 for the next 8 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
It is pretty rad. And I think that is all I will do for my turn. Because that was my main action and what I'm going to use at the movement.
It's an awesome spell.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It's so good.
Okay, Serena's up then, and she looks down at you on your knees in front of her, and she smiles. She's so beautiful, and there's something in her eyes. They're so black you could get lost in them.
Uh-oh.
No.
And I'm going to need you to make a... Hold on. It's a save.
It is a save, but damn it, what kind?
Wisdom save.
Oh, that is a 16.
Oh, a success. You hear this like distant singing in your head, but you shake it off and like, Kestrel would want me to stay focused.
Damn right.
And her face twists and she looks really angry, and you can see she has fangs. It's very
Sorry.
sharp.
Sorry, your petty tricks won't work on me.
Your mother can't protect you forever.
I never counted on her to.
Giles,
Oh, I actually get to do something.
death save.
Hey. No,
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 I'm
actually,
up
she
now.
got you up. She got you up.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I lied.
I don't know. I don't have all this crazy stuff I can do. I'm just gonna run up and swing. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Can you? Because
You can. Can you dash? Because you'll have to dash.
I'll have to dash. I'm a rogue, so I can bonus.
Yeah,
action
you can dash and get there.
it's the
The water
standing
is
up.
almost up to your waist, so you're like stabbing up at her.
Oh no. So I don't don't even get my
Oh,
sneak
no.
attack, do I? Then you know what? You know what? Can I not do that? I'm going to instead. I'm just going to use Burning Hands.
All right. Yeah.
I don't think I have to dash because I think the range is something like 30 feet, but I'll double check.
On Burning Hands?
Kill
And I think
Gabriel.
it's a touch spell. I don't know for sure though.
15-foot cone.
Okay. You'll have to scoot around if you don't want to get Gabriel on it.
Fuck, I'm getting hit.
Okay, so does that mean I do have to dash then?
I think you'd have to
Yes.
anyway, because half your
Yeah.
movement's taken by standing up.
Yes.
Yeah, then I'm gonna dash
can only
until I
get
get
to-
here, I guess. That seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Kill Gabriel.
This is what I get for being an asshole.
Oh, well,
huh?
that's a 7. So she failed really hard. How much damage did she take?
2d8.
Oh.
Dice jail.
Nope, sorry. 3d6.
Really, I should have healed myself my last
Nat
turn.
fucking
Oops.
1. Let's go.
14 damage.
She actually takes 7.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might happen. but-
Gabriel.
And you reach out and this gush of flames rushes out towards her, and as soon as they hit her skin, it's like you dumped water on coals. Just this whoosh of steam. And she shrieks in rage.
Hey, numbskull, watch what you're doing.
You didn't.
Lila Bati.
Okay.
Gabriel's
how's-
looking really hurt right now. Just an FYI.
Okay, I was gonna ask if anybody else still looked bad because
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Agility is still at 5 hit points.
I'm
too.
looking fine.
Everybody's looking bad. She can only do one at a
It's
time.
fine.
She will do a healing word on her good buddy Gabe.
Go me.
Yeah, but she will not move. That'll be another second level. Yeah, why not? Boom. 10 points for you, friends.
Yay.
And that will be her turn.
Okay, Gabriel, freshly healed.
Yes, I'm gonna use my special ability thing for the bonus damage. 16?
That hits.
Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna deal all that wonderful extra damage as well. From the Zephyr Strike, from my special ability. It's all coming together now. 10, 14 plus 18 points of damage altogether. Do I need to like specify what's what?
What are the 2 types you can get? What's your bonus?
So it's gonna be magical technically, and then it's going to be force damage.
No, she's not resistant to those.
So Gabriel's gonna spin up and like do an upward slash as he spins up, cape unfurling, and like as he does so, there's kind of like just this poof of energy that comes from the sword.
Okay, she like staggers back a step, and you have opened a gash like across her front, the exposed skin on her chest, and blood starts to leak out. But it looks wrong somehow. It's brackish almost.
You should probably get that looked at by a licensed physician.
She just snarls at you, and there's still a bit of lightning crackling around her from Belinor's missed attack. And Belinor, you have a chance to redeem yourself now.
Alright, cool. I'm going to run up and slide through the water and take a attack and a bonus action attack with my offhand.
Okay.
I'm going to make it reckless as well. Oh, that's pretty good. 25.
Hits.
Okay.
Her AC is not high. She's not wearing any armor.
Cool. That's, 6 slashing damage. And then my offhand attack is... Oh, that's good too. 19.
Hits.
Oh, and that's max damage. That's an 8 on that one.
Nice. More of this strange blood, and the smell like ozone and deep water fills the room.
Gross. And she has disadvantage on anyone except for me. Because of my rage ability.
Okay. Eglantine, you're up.
Okay. Who's still looking rough? Are you looking better,
I think
Gabriel, or-
you are.
I know I'm looking pretty bad, but Gabriel, you're looking better now, right? Okay, cool. Shoot. Well, I don't really want to waste spells unless I have to. So, yeah, fuck it. For now, I'm just gonna toll the dead adder, which is a Wisdom save, DC
19.
14. Shit. All right, so that'll fail. And that's gonna be all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'll
Um,
do for now.
Serena, she seems to gather herself, and she's just so angry, and you can see like black start to spread out from her eyes, and the lights in a room flicker, and these great pooling, swirling serpentine shadows start to drift off of her form, and she crackles with lightning, and the wind picks up and lifts her hair, and everyone needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Yikes. Not
Oof.
my
12.
best
Ooh.
Everyone who's within 10 feet of her, I'm sorry.
But my 25.
Thank God.
DC again is a 14.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
I failed.
16.
Everybody who failed is now frightened of her
Oh,
until the
balls.
end of their next turn.
I'm
Or
too
end of her
dumb to
next
be
turn,
frightened.
excuse me.
Balls is right.
That was her action. So, Giles, you're up.
Okay, so I have sneak attack. Do I still get the sneak attack even though they're frightened of her?
If you're flanking her, then yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide because I was thinking about knocking over that chandelier.
You could try. It's up there. It's real up there.
Yeah, I have a dagger. I can throw it. What do you guys think?
It
Go
will
for it.
fall on anyone in the circle.
Kill him. Kill Gabriel.
I mean, it would be very on brand. No, I'll just run up to here, and I will. Since I have an ally within 5 feet, I get sneak attack, and I'm going to attack her with a short sword.
Go for it.
13.
Hits. Wait, no, hold on. Does that hit? Hold on. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, just barely hits. Her AC is 13.
Great. So I believe I get 3d6 sneak attack damage,
Plus your d6 for your sword. Plus your
and
bonus damage for.
so that is 14 damage. And for my bonus action, I am going to attack again.
Okay.
The short swords are light. 25.
Hits.
Okay. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. 1. So just the 1 more damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Giles stabs her twice. One is just like a slight nick on her arm, but the other got her pretty good. Belenor, your turn.
Okay, this time I am not going to forget my rage damage. Can I still attack her even though I'm frightened of her? How do you use frightened? Because everyone kind of does it.
Yes, but
differently.
it's at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use Reckless to even that out. And just a straight roll. That's 15 plus 6, 21.
Hits.
Cool. That's, geez, roll better. 7 damage total. And then I'll use my bonus action to attack with my offhand. Reckless again, so it's just straight. Man. This character rolls way better than Kirkazel. That's a 23 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 4 more damage, all slashing. And I will just take both of the axes and kind of hook them both into her shoulders and then just kind of give her a kick in the chest as my creepy tattoos are kind of swirling and coming up my neck and kind of pulsing a little bit.
She screeches at you, and she doesn't look as human anymore as she did when you walked in.
Gross.
Eglantine.
Gross.
It's super gross. Does she look like I don't know, like a different creature kind of now? Like, can I take a closer look at her?
Yeah, sure. Make an Arcana check.
Come on, die! Fucking finally, something in double digits. Jesus Christ. 21.
Yeah, so mechanically for the game, she's a fallen Asmar.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you look at her, she doesn't have wings. She has these shadows, almost like a sea serpent is constantly winding around her, and you can smell storms.
Okay.
But she's still mostly human, but she's fangs and these like dark, jagged lines. And again, her blood is weird.
Right, okay.
We're fighting the vast.
Kind of wrinkles her nose because she's probably read about fallen Aasimar, but never would have actually seen or like met one, to her knowledge at least.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just kind of like, "Oh my god, that's so gross! How sad for you!" Till then.
All right.
Wisdom save DC 14 again.
16.
Damn it!
She's a smarty pants.
Yeah. Or a wisey pants? I don't know. That's all I'm gonna do for actions, but I'm gonna like sort of move back into this little hallway.
Okay. Serena's turn. She looks really bad. Like this darkness is slipping down her cheeks, and the wind is raging around her, stirring the water she's standing in, and her blood is like merging with the liquid and rippling out in this crimson pool that's just spreading. And she claps her hands together, and there's this deafening thunderclap. Everyone within 5 feet of her make a con save.
Lovely. Nat 20.
Hey,
Nice.
19.
14.
Oh, everyone succeeded.
Hey.
Right? It's
Wait,
just
don't we still-
really, really loud, and like the ceiling cracks a little bit, and the chandelier starts to rattle, but it doesn't actually hurt you guys.
So, don't we take half damage from Thunderclap?
It's a cantrip, so no.
Oh,
So we
okay.
take no damage.
Nope.
Oh, I'm thinking of Thunder Wave, aren't I?
Yes, you are. Giles, you're up.
Right. So I'm going to attack her again. Yeah. I'm also gonna. I'll deal with that later. For now, I got an 18.
Hits.
Okay. 17 damage in rolls, which is 21 damage total.
Oh, dang. Yep. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and step away, hoping that someone else will knock down that chandelier onto her.
Okay. Lilavati.
She's still up?
She's still up.
How?
So much damage.
Why is she so beefy? I wonder quietly to myself. Okay, she is going to look down, and she's going to mutter some things. And when she looks up, her eyes will be black, and she will do a strum across her little hand harp, and the music will go flying out towards Serena, and she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
12.
She fails, so she falls victim to my dissonant whispers.
Oh, I know this spell well.
So she takes, oh, what a great roll. 5 psychic damage. And if she has a reaction, she needs to move the fuck away.
Got it. She does have a reaction. She dissolves.
So, I have a confession to make. I promise I wasn't trying to cheat, but at this level, I'm only supposed to have 3d6 total, not 3d6 plus my normal short sword damage.
Oh, well, that's fine. She rematerializes out of the water in this basin up on the balcony.
Neat.
Oh no, get over here.
Lightning lure. Get over
Gotta
here.
say it.
She's just glaring at Lilavati. She's pissed. Music is her thing. How dare you? Gabriel, you're up.
So, how tall is the balcony? Since you said
It is 15 feet up. There are stairs on your left.
I was hoping I could just run and jump up there,
No, sir.
but that ain't
No.
happening.
It's halfway up the wall.
That would be so cool, though. It's a great
would.
idea.
Could I try?
You will not make it. It's
would've been
15
so-
feet straight up.
You never know. You never know.
Ride the chandelier and jump off of it.
I guess I just have no choice but to dash. 25 feet to here, 30, 35, 45, 50, 60. All right. Could you move her up there just for my visual?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I
am a
forgot.
visual person. She's like right there. Is she like 10 feet from me or no?
Yeah, she's 15 feet from you.
All right, well, I'm going to activate it now anyway. Gabriel's going to lift up his sword and point it at her, and he'll just be like, Kestrel, guide me! And his eyes, like, begin glowing this deep purple. Don't make a joke about the band. From underneath his mask and in his hood, it, like, just goes dark underneath his hood, and you just see the eyes as I begin to use radiant consumption.
3 Asmars in the room. It's a bit much.
It's pretty
It's a
ridiculous.
little too holy in here.
Bellinor.
Well, I am going to run as well. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I'll be right behind you, Gabriel. And that is my action and my movement, so that's all I got.
Okay, Eglantine.
Boop, boop, boo. Okay, I am just going to go, okay, yeah, you better run. And I'll actually healing word myself as a bonus action and move forward to get her in range, and I'll toll the dead again. If I can.
All right. That's a natural 20.
Man.
He's the worst. All right, that's all I can do. I'm just gonna move.
Okay. So Serena wheels around and glares at you both. And I need both of you to... You hear this high, distant note as she starts to sing.
Who's
I
you
need
both?
you both to make... Bellinor and Gabriel.
The Bash
Okay.
Bros.
You two.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
who's you both?
Sorry, I wasn't clear. Make
What?
wisdom saving
Wisdom?
throws. Yes.
16.
That's a 7.
You are confused, my friend. Bellinor, you succeeded.
Yes.
I don't want to be.
And then I lied. That's it. That's all she does.
All right, I'm pulling up confusion right now just so I can know
It's
it.
nasty.
It's
Just
bad,
so-
bad shit.
Mhm.
Giles, you're up.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to dash probably. Hold on. How do I don't know how to do the movement thing. Whatever. I'm gonna have to probably use my bonus action to dash so that I can get up there, and even then I might not be able to get all the way up there. Let's see.
Mhm.
It's the 4th tool down in the drop down list.
50.
40. You'll 60 feet will put you on that third stair there.
This one? Okay.
Yep.
And I believe that I'm within range to use a dagger,
I think so.
if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Yep.
21.
That hits.
Okay, this is gonna do. Oh, I just typed 1d4. There we go. She takes 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm out of dagger.
It sticks in her shoulder. She grabs it and wrenches it out, and there's this fresh cascade of the strangely colored, faintly sparkling blood. And those of you who are paying attention can see that pool of already spilled blood in the basin in the middle, on the bottom, is still growing.
Not creepy at all.
Lilavati.
I don't like this. Where is the pool? Is the basin in the middle? Not
Yeah.
just the one that she's standing on, right? There's one on the
No,
dais?
not the one she's standing on. The one with the dais, yeah. Under the chandelier.
How hurt does Serena look?
Not great. Pretty bad.
There's a moment where she like looks between Serena and the basin and Serena and the basin, and her brain's clearly working, but just not that fast. Unfortunately, that's not how she is. And she is going to just wheel around on Serena, and she is going to cast Vicious Mockery. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 5.
Okay.
She's
Hey,
really mad. She's not thinking straight right now.
Hey, Fang! It's time to go back home to your mommy. And she will take 3 more points of psychic damage.
She just like screams in inarticulate rage, and the whole room shakes.
And what's the advantage thing with Vicious Mockery again?
Her next attack roll she makes, which she hasn't really been making, but would have disadvantage.
All right, thank you.
Gabriel, you're up, and you are confused. Roll me a 1d10.
Okay, that's why I pulled it up. I didn't know if you had it like handy on you, but you probably
I
did.
do.
Oh, yeah, I don't move or take actions this turn.
All right.
Gabriel's
Bellador.
just kind of starstruck, I guess. Just kind of like,
You're just kind of stunned.
Gabriel, are you just
You
going to stand
still-
there?
You still hear music, and you're so distracted trying to figure out exactly where it's coming from and what it says that you can't focus on the here and now.
All right, well, at least be useful, and I'm going to like kickflip off of his back and jumping attack the figure. Reckless again because I don't know any other way.
Nice.
Oh, that's not good. 16.
That hits.
Cool. 9 plus 2, 11 slashing damage. And then offhand attack, reckless again. That's even worse. That's a 15.
Hits.
Nice. That's 7 more slashing damage. And I will jump off Gabriel's back and land next to the basin, both axes in her.
Okay. Eglantine, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Toll the Dead again, because I gotta save my spells, so another wisdom.
Well, that's a 10.
Yeah, haha! It's gonna be a d12. Ah, shit! That's only a 4 necrotic damage.
And she's resistant to necrotic.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
all I got this turn.
Serena just stops. She was glaring, screaming, singing. There was wind and lightning, and then suddenly everything just goes still. The room stops shaking. The water stops rising. And she just stares at all of you. And she nods to herself like she's come to a realization. She says, I think I'll be seeing you again. And proceeds to completely ignore you and turn and rematerialize in the basin in the middle and tip her head back. She says, My lady, I give you my blood and my life. Take these sacrifices and build your strength so that the world once more shall drown in blood and lightning. And she pulls out a silver dagger, and before any of you have the chance to react, plunges it into her chest. And immediately blood starts spilling down her front and swirling around her ankles, merging with the water, which goes red, at first with spreading billows of crimson, and then with a sickly, creeping darkness. It swirls around her feet, and she grins, eyes shining with crazed triumph. Around you, the room begins to shake, and the thick red liquid in the fountain begins to rise. And you can tell the room is collapsing, and this basin, which is now filled with only blood, is bubbling and overflowing, and it's going to flood. And Serena just dissolves.
Point of order, Gabriel. I was the last person to hit her, so that's my kill. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go.
Eleanor,
still-
can you grab him, please?
Galaxy brained.
Let's go.
Serena's gone, so the confusion wears off.
Oh, that was just for fun then.
That is disgusting.
Can I grab the 2 daggers that are currently in her?
She's gone, so they're just lying at the bottom of this water fountain of blood.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm definitely not touching.
I was gonna say,
No.
you by all means, go ahead.
You can try.
All right,
Well,
we don't have time. We need to move.
Let's get out of
Yep.
here.
Do I
Hey.
remember where the traps were and if they would activate again?
No, they wouldn't. I want everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You heard us
Oh,
enough,
well.
Lucy.
Now you know how it feels, Alex.
Now I know how it feels.
14.
Let's go.
23.
Nat 20 plus 6, 26.
Nice.
Show off.
15.
So the save was a 10. So everybody makes it out without getting pummeled by ruins. Good job. So you burst out of this tunnel, and behind you, the cavern just shatters and comes down, and the blood is still bubbling up and chasing at your heels, and you run all the way out, and part of the cliff face out on the beach just comes down.
I'm like pulling my skirts up as we run so the blood won't get on.
Oh my.
Just like ew, 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 ew.
So you all are left bloodstained and battered on the beach.
Okay. Can I actually do the opposite?
Finally, we got one.
Real quick. Can I take, I have vials as a scientist. Can I try to take a vial of this blood water without touching
Yeah,
it? I
okay.
have gloves.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You manage to get a little bit, and as you're watching, you see almost with determination, this stream of blood is flowing into the ocean.
Unsettling.
Is there any
Probably
way we
not
can...
good.
Yeah, can we stop that? That seems very bad.
We could dig a little moat.
Would I recognize rituals like this?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'd
19.
actually like to make one for Eglantine too. if that's
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you get,
19.
Harry? 15?
19, sorry.
19. Okay.
16.
Right. Eglantine, you can tell that this is dark magic, probably necrotic, but you're not sure of any specifics. Giles, you, not personally, you've never seen something like this before, but you've seen it in books in the library at the academy. It bears an uncanny resemblance to the resurrection rituals used in the War for Azmayara.
Okay. I'm gonna relay this information to everyone then.
So it's definitely bad and necrotic.
I'm gonna say, I'd like to point out, I figured this out. Thank you very much.
Okay, but what does that mean? Is Serena coming back, or...
I think it's more likely that she's trying to bring someone else back.
Okay.
But I would prefer that were not the case.
Well, then how do we stop it? We should probably do something. Lilavati starts digging a moat.
Okay, you kneel down in the sand, start digging, and the blood just ignores you. Just keeps going.
No!
It's like it's magnetized, just going right to the water.
We need a dam. We need to dam it.
I mean, you'd think that the whole cave collapsing would constitute a sufficient dam.
As you're watching, the trail of blood, it's petering out.
Ah, shit.
And weirdly, it
Fixing
doesn't leave
itself.
it doesn't leave anything behind in the sand. As soon as it's gone, it's gone. The sand is clean.
Guys, I think we might have just fucked up.
Well, I don't know.
I
I feel
think
okay
this would have
about
happened
it.
anyway, honestly. We weren't able to well, I mean, we not this way, but we weren't able to stop whatever she was doing. But she was doing it whether we were here or not anyway.
Yeah, It's just, I don't know. It was previously just really a problem with this one town. And now it sounds like it might be summoning an elder god or something. I don't know.
I think that was her
Well,
mission the whole time, though. I mean, it was this one town for now, but she said there was going to be more stuff.
Okay, maybe. Well, maybe we've just
Maybe.
hastened the end of times.
Or maybe we just saved, like, you know, the other towns in the area that now she can't go attacking because we made her do her thing too soon. So you're welcome.
Yeah, maybe it's whatever it is. Maybe it's a weaker version.
Can I ask you guys something?
You just did.
Ah,
Okay, well, but also, is this something you guys, like, do a lot?
Me personally, not really. I have seen my fair share of blood, but not in this manner.
I haven't really, you know, done stuff like this a lot, but I've read a lot about other people who do stuff like this, and I can guarantee that it happens, like, all the time.
You think so?
Pretty sure there's so many books about it. I mean, not like this exact thing, but, you know, just like people going off and like needing to save the world from things happens all the time. All the time. I
All
just
the
pat
time?
my bag of scrolls
That-
all the time.
That actually very much unsettles me if the world needs that much saving.
That makes it seem pretty precarious, doesn't it?
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the point of heroes, you know? What else would they do?
Exactly.
I'm on vacation.
Eleanor
I'm not-
knows what's up.
You're on
I'm here to be a
vacation right
hero.
now? Oh, well, we're at the beach. I don't see the
I
problem.
mean, so am I, actually.
Everyone's
Yeah.
on vacation but Bellinor. Bellinor is always working.
Well, you're with us.
What, you're working?
Well, not anymore. I guess maybe I'm on vacation.
Yeah, vacation. We're all on vacation. This
I
is
think
great.
except
Well, I mean,
for-
except for him, and I
Yeah,
point over at
he's
Gabriel.
working.
I'm not
Gabriel's always working.
always working.
Okay, well, since there's nothing we can do about this, I choose to forget about it. Should we head back to town and see if we can meet Zed?
What time is it now? Because we were supposed to meet Z in like the morning, and I think we were.
She's a
traveling,
seer.
like,
She
all
knows when
night,
we're gonna
right?
get there.
You got here very early in the morning. No. When did
It was
we
a
get
long
here? I don't-
travel,
It was a
actually.
long
Yeah, we
traveled
left in
about-
the night, but
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got here very early in the morning, so
Okay.
it's like 11 now. So you'll get back before midnight.
guess we should head back. But I'm pretty tired. We haven't really slept for a while.
Do you want to sleep by the Blood Ocean?
Oh, I mean, no, we need to like find a town. I'm not sleeping on the ground again.
Okay.
Oh,
but-
what's a little dirt in your hair?
There's a lot of dirt on my like everything right now. I am a mess, and this is disgusting. Let's go find an inn somewhere.
Would you
Really
like
bad.
some cleaning?
Oh my god, that would be lovely.
What would you give me for it?
How about I reach into my bag and I
no,
pull
no,
out
that's-
a book.
Oh, no. Here's what I would like.
This one's
I
really
would like
good though.
I'm not a reader. I would like for you to give Gabriel a sincere compliment.
I was actually going to go... I know it's not my spell, but I was going to recommend like a funny story about Gabriel that we can make fun of him with. But this is
I
my
mean, I
stream.
know way more of those.
Yeah, but this is fine. It's your gig.
Eglantine's like looking down at her disgusting dress and looking at Gabriel, and she looks truly torn about what to
Is
do
it
right.
worth it? Are you sure that your dirty dress is worse than complimenting me? I like the way you think, Viva.
DM, do I remember whether the closest town that we passed was and how far away?
It's Greenwater. The closest town to here is Greenwater.
Damn it!
6 hours east. West. Yes, west.
6 hours away.
Not here.
She's just like full on pouting and is just like not looking at Gabriel, but will just be like, you did really well in that last fight.
The sky splits open, the world ends in your face.
Eglantine
Trust me.
throws up in her mouth a little bit.
It's a
Aw,
good
thank-
start. And she will cast Prestidigitation and clean off Eglantine's clothing.
Easy enough.
Thank you, Lil
Ah.
Avanti.
You're welcome. We gotta all be friends now and play nice together. It's kind of like when your mom would make you and your sibling wear a giant t-shirt when you were fighting, you know?
My parents
Not
never
really.
did that.
No.
You didn't have to do that? Huh.
No, I didn't really see my. Anyway, we should get going.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, as we journey back to Greenwater, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Oh my god, such
Oh.
pouting.
back.
All right. When we left off, our party was heading back to Greenwater after defeating Serena. So, anything anyone wants to discuss on the ride back? We got 6 hours.
Yes. You best believe I'm going to be talking about how Eglantine complimented me. So I'm going to go up to Bellinor and give him the old see that? She actually said something nice about me for the first time.
Is that your first compliment ever, friend?
Not my first compliment ever, but from Eglantine it was, which is kind of funny, considering she hates my guts.
Yes, how long have you two known each other?
She's known me for 2-3 weeks, about.
Quite fresh. Well, you do not get along very well for someone who did not know each other that well.
Yeah, well, she's kind of the worst ever. I mean, it's pretty clear to see.
I mean, she's a little, head in the clouds, but besides that, she seems okay.
You haven't really listened to her whine. Oh, my dress, and oh, we can't stay here. This is too dirty. I am above sleeping on the ground.
Yes, I don't agree with her there. I've slept in some pretty miserable places myself, but you make do with what you have to.
Yes. Well, hasn't really figured out the make do with what you have to, Paj, and it's quite grating.
Sure. Well, she seems like she has an interesting life behind her, so you never know what could have happened.
Spoiled rich kid goes on adventure and decides, oh, this is for me, and doesn't even think of what this life entails.
How rich are we talking?
I mean, pretty damn rich.
Eglantine.
Yeah?
How are you doing? Are you okay? I just want to make sure everything's okay back here.
Oh, thank you, Bellinor. I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired, but it'll, be nice once we get back someplace mostly decent with a, nice bed to sleep in.
Yes, of course. Well, if you ever need to take my room because yours isn't up to stuff, you just let me know. I'd be happy to give it up for you.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Bellinor. How are you doing tonight?
I am fine. I'm just enjoying the adventure. It's like I said, I am a little tired of working, and this is kind of nice, even though I'm kind of doing the same thing. But anyways.
Yeah, you said you were tired of working. What is it that you do exactly?
Oh,
or did?
Yeah, I think did maybe. I guess you could say I was a bit of an adventurer. Now I was.
Oh wow.
I was kind of gone for a little while, and then there was some parts I was very tired and on my own and sleeping a bunch, but I don't really know.
Wow, but you've been an adventurer already?
I suppose it depends on the definition of adventure. Yes.
I mean, if you've gone around saving people and stuff, like heroes do, you were talking about, yeah?
Yes. Well, anyways, let me know if you need anything. And he just kind of clams up as soon as you say saving people, and I just kind of steer my horse away.
Oh.
Can I give back whatever eye patch I was using to whoever actually owns it?
I think it was Gabriel's.
Yeah,
It is
I can't
Gabriel's.
remember. I think it
Because
was.
of course it fucking was.
Because of course it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's had eye injuries, okay?
Yes, it's Gabriel's eye patch. You can give it back to him. You have
I'm
Pip.
just gonna shove Pip back in my eye.
Thanks. That's kind of weird how you shove a bug into your eye. I've seen some odd things in my time, and that's top 5 at least.
Well, here's your eye patch. It's a little bit slimy, but
You can keep it. I'll buy a new one.
okay.
Or I'll fashion a new one out of some dead animal. We'll see.
Yeah, you know what? And then he just drops it on the ground.
Never tell if it's a dead animal at first. What do you think it comes from? It comes from leather. You have to kill things to get leather.
Yeah. But you don't normally hear about the animal afterward.
Well, it's something you have to consider. When we use the animal, and from the earth it comes, to the earth it shall return, and all that wonderful poetic bullshit.
Cool talk.
Sorry, you said this was in the top 5. Did you say weirdest things that you've seen?
Strangest things, yeah.
Strangest things. What else is in your top 5?
Well, there's Eglantine's face, there's Eglantine's nose. Saying it really loud, looking back. I'm
like on horse trying to read, and I'm just like gliding off slowly.
Well, Leela, as you know, I've told you before, I've seen tricksters in my time, and they're quite strange and odd.
Okay, just in a general way, more strange than a small man putting a bug into his eye socket?
Yeah, I've seen things from the other realm.
Oh, those kinds of tricksters. I was thinking more like pickpockets.
Oh, pickpockets? I don't know, usually I just sock them when I catch them trying to steal my stuff.
You rock'em sock'em.
Yes.
Rock'em sock'em pickpockets.
Yes, and I think we need to have a little conversation about cowardice. Looks at Giles.
I almost died!
But you didn't.
Well, I mean, but I could have. So I was the smart one, really. And
we
in
all
the end,
could
really, if you think
have.
about it, I was right.
You could die at any point. Your horse
That's
could decide
correct.
to buck you off right now, and then you could slam your head against a rock and you could die.
And then you would make me into an eye patch.
Leela, you think he'd make a good eye patch?
Oh, I don't know. Is the skin too soft?
Yeah, I think he's too soft.
Yeah.
Maybe good bait?
Good what?
Good bait? If we decide
I
to go
thought
with
you
it.
said a good cape, which I also find intriguing.
I'm not that disgusting.
Very short cape.
I'm not disgusting. I might be obscene.
There's a difference. I just would like to point out, Giles, death does come for us all. You're right. If you turn tail and run, you're making it more likely that it comes for your friends.
Who said you guys were my friends?
Okay, that's good to know.
He's got
Well,
it.
I mean, he's
can I
not
be
wrong.
honest?
Okay, I don't mean friends in the sense that, gee, I want to write letters because they miss them so much when they're away.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
really think that about me?
Can you even read, Gabriel?
Yes.
I'll write you next time then. I just mean more if people are depending on you and you no longer offer that support, it's more likely that everyone falls.
That's fair, but can I be honest with you?
Have you not been up to now?
Okay, great, good to know. I haven't really done stuff like that before. Like going up, fighting against these dark dimensional creatures. Not really my thing. I'm kind of a librarian.
I mean, it's first off, there's no way you're a
Oh, where?
librarian. No. Second off, I mean, I haven't either, but God, she was just the worst. Also, she was trying to kill us. If someone tries to kill you, you kill them back.
Good advice. She was also kind of gross, though.
She was.
Super gross.
We
She
don't
was
just-
really hot at first, though. Like, really hot.
I won't speak as to her attraction at first, but we don't just kill
Really
people
hot.
because they're gross. We don't.
I'm like peeking over my smut book, like.
Write that down, Eglantine.
I will not speak as to her attractiveness, but we can't just kill people because we find them gross. We were fighting her because she decided to turn the village into her little playground.
And they were gross.
There's, in the name of the gods, how do I end up with people like this?
This is a long 6 hours, guys.
The whole rest of the
At a
ride.
bad time.
The whole rest of the ride, I'm going to be schmoozing Eglantine. Wow, that book is so interesting. And also practicing Lilavati under my breath.
At one point during while we're traveling, Gabriel's gonna look back, lift the mask up, and go. just enough to see his mouth.
At Eglantine?
Yes, at Eglantine.
Eglantine will remember this.
Who had the most kills, by the way? What was the final count?
Oh, who won? Yes.
Checks notes.
Well, I only had 4, so perhaps I lost today, but there is always tomorrow.
Gabriel?
Unless I got the final blow. I don't know. I was the last one to hit her.
I also had 4, but I don't partake in such petty.
Then how do you know you had 4?
Oh, then Bellinor wins.
All right, all-time
Oh.
winner.
No.
It sounds like a
Bellinor-
tie. I think technically she got the final blow if we were all watching that.
Yes, I saw it.
Well, she wasn't playing.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
I would have got the last hit in.
You
But
were
you
too busy,
didn't.
like, slackjaw confused, and I had to smack you out of it.
That's true.
First of all, I wasn't confused when you smacked me. So-
I forgot.
Second, there's something about her. She kept on trying and trying to charm me, or I don't know. Give me the old eyes, as they say. It didn't work at first, but then it did eventually.
So it didn't work when she was hot,
Cool
but
story,
as soon as she
bro.
got super gross, that's when it really worked. That's when you.
At least I didn't try to run away from the fight and just rides forward.
Eglantine, have you ever seen Gabriel's face?
Under the mask? No. He always keeps that thing on. It's gotta be freaking disgusting. I think that might be like what actually smells, but I don't know.
Well, at least he got hit by the tidal wave.
That's true. This is like, I think the cleanest.
If covered in salt.
Well, I mean, it's still like refreshing, and at least salt is good exfoliant. So, maybe it'll really be good for him to have gotten that, sea, air, and water.
No, he's just extra salty.
Ah. By the way, Lavati, how is it that you know him?
We've run into each other in the past. He's needed some assistance getting some jobs done, and I helped him out.
Have you seen
And-
under his mask?
I'll never tell.
Write that down, Eglantine. We're gonna
Totally.
co-author a smut book.
But I think he was a delight to work with and a delightful person. It's shocking to me that you have such trouble getting along with someone who's so just honestly easy to get along with.
Well, I, don't know what to tell you. I don't know why he is insisting on sticking around if he doesn't want to be here so badly.
From what I
He could go.
understand, it's for money.
Well, then he should just shut up and do the fucking job.
That attitude might be why he doesn't like you very much, to be honest.
I was like, would have been a lot nicer if he hadn't, I don't know, been super weird and creepy for like the first 2 weeks or whatever.
Oh, it grows on you over time.
Well, it wasn't exactly the best introduction, I guess, but I don't know.
Doesn't have the most courtly manners. I'll give you that. But you should.
One way to put it.
I would say you should give him another chance, but I think at this point you've rubbed him the wrong way enough that it wouldn't
I've
go over
rubbed
very well if you tried. You've rubbed each other.
I'm gonna ride away.
Maybe
Like-
amends could be made. It seems like you guys are going to be together for quite some time.
Well, if he ever wants to apologize, I will be here.
Is there something he needs to apologize for?
Being a jerk and just, following me and not leaving me alone.
Well, he's paid to do that.
Well, then he should stop complaining and be a lot nicer.
So it's really the jerk thing that you have an issue with?
I mean, column A, little column A, little column B. I don't need a babysitter, okay?
Okay.
Like, how would you feel if, your parents paid someone to, follow you around all the time and just always be there? Always. Because they don't, don't think you can do things yourself.
I mean, that was kind of my job for a bit, was to oversee people doing things. Sometimes it's just a necessary part of getting a task done until you get the training wheels off, so to speak.
Well, I'm not a task.
I think it's important that you don't rush into things.
I don't know, Eglantine. How would you have done in there by yourself?
I wouldn't have necessarily tried to do any of that by myself, but
So you're saying
if
that
I
having
wanted
people...
the company, I could have, found somebody besides, Grumpy McSmelly Pants over there.
Well,
Roast.
I'm just saying, maybe having someone around makes you stronger.
Well, I mean, we did pretty great in there all together. That's
Yes.
true.
I think he's part of the group, whether you like it or not.
Well, then he should be nicer.
I can agree with that. Do you want me to talk to him?
It's fine.
It's gonna sound like you asked me to. There's no way to get around.
Yeah, I know, that's not
Okay.
worth it. It's fine. It's
Okay.
whatever.
I'll
It's-
just
it's
do...
fine.
How about I just make some hints?
Thank
Just
you.
like some subtle...
But
Okay.
you don't have to worry. It'll be fun. It's now that there's more people and he's got a friend here, he can maybe get off my back all the time. Always around. He's always around.
Well, maybe it'll just be less painful if there's other people to help.
Maybe. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's it.
Coconuts.
Lava tea.
Clip clop, clip clop.
Lava tea. We're all practicing.
Softball.
Lava tea.
All right, you guys.
Why does everybody always chant my name when they talk to me?
It's because you have an alluring presence about you.
Oh, I've heard that before. Thank you.
Also,
Viva Viti.
Also, some
Pretty good.
ignoramuses, when they run into names they can't understand, that they really try hard.
Ignoramus.
It's okay, Bellinor's just a big golden retriever anyway.
What's a golden retriever?
Type of dog. He's a little.
Oh.
So it takes him a little bit to catch on to things. Maybe we have to toss him a treat every time he says your name properly.
What kind of treats do you like, Bellinor?
Well, definitely not candy. I hate candy.
Oh,
But anything else is pretty good.
So not sweets, but anything else. So like a turkey leg.
Honestly, if you just
What?
want to buy me an ale every time I do something good, that's probably fine.
That should be easy enough.
I say we get him a whole bag of peppermints right now.
No, thank you.
Are you just feeling especially combative, Gabriel?
Well, a little bit.
You might want to do some reflection.
I perhaps maybe am feeling a little low after falling for the guile of this Serena,
Well, nobody's
was-
perfect.
who was allegedly hot at first and then got ugly, and
Allegedly hot at first. She definitely was. Gabriel, she'll reach out as they're riding beside each other, grab a shoulder. She was super hot.
alright, I'll tell the rest of the group, but yeah, you're
I
right.
think they know. I think everyone knows except for you, and it's weird that you didn't see it.
Look,
Giles had a point. It's weird that you didn't see it, and then you fell forward when she was not.
I mean, I'll chime in. I think she was pretty hot too.
Yes, she was hot.
Giles is just sitting back, definitely not drawing her in his notebook.
I feel like there was a voice in the sky that was saying, "This is the hottest person you've ever seen," and I was like, "You know what, voice in the sky? She's really hot. You're right."
Look, maybe you're right, maybe you're not, but usually when I go and try to kill something, I try not to think about how attractive it is. Or weird. That's something
Oh.
like that weird criminals do, you know?
Are you killing a lot of things that you would otherwise be attracted to?
Well, tricksters can take on many different forms, including an alluring, beautiful form. It is important that in my training I was taught not to fall for such petty traps.
So how many training dummies did you fight that had on wigs and a dress and lipstick?
Well, first of all, that is just your standard of attraction.
That's true.
And the number is 0.
Maybe you need to train harder.
So you've been trained so that when you see something attractive, you just think that is one hot future eye patch.
There is a difference between a sentient creature and an animal. I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
Well, you're just fun to tease, Gabriel. It's good to have you around.
It's nice to have you around too. Giles, take it or leave it.
I think, Leela, how long have we been on the road at this point?
Yeah, how long you been picking on Gabriel, y'all?
6
Like 3
hours.
hours.
2 to 3
We're about
weeks.
halfway back.
Okay. Yeah, she'll pull a flask out of her backpack and take a pull and pass it over to Gabriel.
I will graciously accept and take a swig. What's in the flask?
Probably an apple-based Applejack is what I was thinking.
Okay. I was just wondering if my reaction should be not bad or...
She likes things a little sweeter, but not too sweet.
This is quite sweet, quite good.
Just like me.
Well, yes, of course. See, I'm not incapable of complimenting people. I'm
You
not
just agreed with something I said. I don't know if that counts or not.
Well, have you done something with your hair since the last time we've seen each other? Because I love it.
Well, it was probably the sea salt bath, actually.
Yeah,
It's a nice conditioning element to it, I think.
Yeah, I suppose. But there, and I, Gabriel Moonshadow, am not incapable of saying something nice about people. Let it be known, says it loud so Egwin can hear.
Write it down, I continue.
Write that down, I have friends.
Has no friends. Got it. Eglinton's notes are just slightly inaccurate to like make Gabriel look bad.
I just picture also there's just a drawing in there like when SpongeBob drew Mrs. Puppet. Just big fat meanie.
Definitely some grumpy sketches of like Gabriel. There's like angry stick figures with like a mask on.
So you make it back to Greenwater a little bit before midnight, like 11:30. It's an easy enough journey, long but not too hard. It's pretty flat terrain, mostly grassland, because you're still technically in the low hills, though you're right on the edge of it. Most of the lights, not that there's that many to begin with, but most of the lights are out when you arrive. There is a slight flickering candle in the window to the stables, and it looks unlocked. Like Aaron went to bed, but he left it open so you can put the horses back on your own. And there are still lights on in the tavern.
I guess we put the horses back.
Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry. Did you say it's dark now and the lights are on?
Yes, it is dark. It is around 11:30 at night. There is still a light on in the tavern and a candle in the.
That's surprising. Don't they usually pack up once nightfall comes?
Usually.
Hey, Bellador, what's her name?
Points at Leela Bati.
What's her name?
Lila Vati.
All right, I'm gonna get him a beer.
Okay, let's drop off the horses and go in then.
Okay, easy enough. There's a big key for the stable doors hanging on the wall, so easy enough to lock up after you. And then you head back to the Riverside Inn. Looks like, if I could find my NPC name, Alyssa? I think that was it.
Sure.
She has fallen asleep behind the counter, waiting for you guys. Yes, it was Alyssa. Okay. She has dozed off behind the counter. Tom is nowhere to be seen.
Do we see any sign of somebody else like in the inn?
You see, like it looks like 2 people had dinner out here.
Okay.
But that's it.
Should we wake her up? I don't know. That seems rude.
I'm already pouring a tap behind her, just kind of reaching over.
Yeah, let's wait until he finishes that.
She hears you come in and like stirs and sits up.
Damn it.
You're back.
Yes, is everything okay? We kicked some major ass.
Oh, it's fine here. I'm glad to see you're all right. What did you find?
Some goblins.
I don't
That's
sort of.
it. Just goblins.
No, there was. I don't really know. I guess the best way to put it, there was a chamber we found where everything was being collected, and there was a woman there. But
A
I
woman.
mean, she's gone now. But I don't know. We don't
Yeah,
really know
she-
what she wanted everything for.
She's gone. We're safe.
For now,
Was there ever a
Hold
woman here
on.
named Serena?
No. No, I don't know anyone called Serena.
So could you guys perhaps deal with an abyssal god if it were to appear from the ocean and possibly attack your town?
Sorry. What?
you're extrapolating a lot from pretty much, minimal information there.
Yeah, what do you
Oh,
mean,
what?
Abyssal God? I think we just won. We're home now. We're gonna have some ale and go to bed.
Don't mind him. He's just a little shell-shocked from the first fight he's ever had,
He did almost die.
Can we circle back? What's this about an abyssal god?
She was a worshiper of some dark deity. Giles here is just a little shook from the battle. He almost, as my associate was so kind to point out for you, he almost fell in combat. So I'm sure he's a little worked up right now.
I fine feel, thank you very much. I only have a very big concussion.
That's not too bad.
All right, I hate to ask this. Was there a very attractive woman who made her way through this town recently?
Do you mean Clara?
Who's Clara?
You met her yesterday. You borrowed her horse.
No, I don't think that was it.
The-
We're
Your
talking
sister,
like
no?
hot.
Hot. Like hot. Just like you would remember. She was hot.
You would know.
No, not anyone specific that I can think of. A lot of people come through here. It's a trade town.
Did you hear us when we said she was hot?
I did hear that. I mean, can you describe her any more than that?
She had fangs. That was pretty weird.
Also hot.
Like, like the little pointy teeth.
Was she human?
Ish.
She
Ish?
looked that way at first. I don't know.
Sorry.
She said her name was Serena. She said she was the daughter of Owl.
Alb.
Yes.
We've had no daughters of Alb in here. There haven't been daughters of Alb in the world for 1,000 years.
You know who Alb is?
Of course I know who Alb is. I live next to the ocean, don't I?
Could you maybe tell these people that don't know just for their education?
Oh. Well, she's a goddess of sharks, snakes, any aquatic predator, really. Sister of the storms. She created sirens. Ursulka. All the things that like lurk under the waves and don't mean people well.
This is when the hamsters start running
Yep.
in Gabriel's brain. The wheels start turning. She was singing. I did hear a song. Oh, shit.
Do you
Jesus,
guys think it's weird that her name was Serena and that God created sirens? It sounds very similar.
I mean, I think it
Well-
just sounds lazy.
Well, not all of us can be named Eglantine. Oh.
Eglantine thinks it. I like it. Eglantine's still just kind of pouting about having to say something nice to Gabriel ever. She's gonna be so
mean-
grumpy.
I'm gonna forever
For
cackle
ages.
about that.
Can we just take
Legend-
a second and talk about what a lazy naming convention Serena would have to be? Just the
You
worst.
sure can, and I can turn off the stream right now.
I don't think it was. I think it was coincidental.
I mean, legend has it the first sirens were daughters of Al, but I don't really believe it. I mean, sirens are sirens, but apparently once they were Asmar, just like the daughters of Anhira or any of the other gods, but after the war and Alb and Zipporota lost, they were cursed. Relegated to the oceans, can't come land anymore. And Alb
Yeah.
didn't create anymore for thousands of years, and the sirens became something else.
Well, I think your sirens have found a loophole to get onto land. There's this wonderful invention called the bowl.
Oh,
Like
A big
fountain-
bucket.
Don't know how effective of a loophole it was.
Well, it seemed to work. She was on land, kind of.
Kind of, though. That's the thing.
She was
She
only in
Couldn't
water.
seem to leave that
yes.
cave.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she,
Look, what it boils down to is we have good news and we have bad news. Which would you prefer to hear?
I'll take the bad news first.
The bad news is it seems like everyone who went missing from town is probably gone for good.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
From the way she spoke, they were killed.
Ish. Killed ish.
Giles, they were killed.
Super killed. Very much killed.
Giles.
I mean, frankly, I'm not surprised. I didn't. I mean, I wished, but they were gone for a long time.
The good news is that she is gone, and I believe the raiding parties will stop.
Okay. That is good.
Can I do something unprecedented and be earnest?
Sure.
It might be better for you to leave. I mean, I know you
Leave?
want to stay down, and sure, we stopped the raiding parties for now. But if there's one thing reading a lot of books has told me, it's that bad guys don't give up so easily.
I mean, this isn't a storybook, though. This is my life. I can't. I mean, this tavern, it's been in my family for generations. I can't just leave it. It's all I have.
Gabriel's gonna make an unprecedented move here and offer an arm, like a there arm, if Alyssa will let him.
Yeah, she seems to appreciate it.
And he'll even offer a hug, an unprecedented move
Whoa.
for
Only
Gabriel.
one
Who
episode.
is this?
we're only on episode 2. What is going on
This is
here?
nuts.
She accepts it and seems to gather herself, and then
Look.
pulls away.
Alyssa, it's very difficult. I understand this. But first of all, your village isn't going to spring back up to life overnight. This is your way of life, yes, but you need patrons and customers.
I mean, it doesn't matter how bad it gets. People aren't going to stop using this road. It's the only passage through.
Fair enough. Perhaps consider hiring mercenary guards for the time being.
I'll talk to Clara before she leaves, see if she can send any help from the temple.
If you need to, I can send word north and I can bring Grey Watches down here and you can have some sentinels look after you then.
Well, that's very kind of you, but if anyone can put a stop to the children of Alb, it's the Order of Muriel.
Yeah, they didn't do so good already, so I would recommend reaching out to my order.
I'll keep it in mind. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Listen, help yourself to drinks. As thanks for what you've done. I'm going to go to bed.
Don't blame you there.
Did you, sorry, before you go, did you see anybody else come here? Zuli?
No, I mean, there's been nobody.
Okay. Guys, do we want to swing by the temple and see if they showed up there?
It is almost midnight.
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow is a new day.
Okay. In the meantime, we celebrate.
I'm going to go and pour one out for the lost members of the town.
Aw.
Press that,
Eleanor.
put an F.
Yeah, Alyssa, her tavern is very well stocked.
Gabriel's
Nice.
gonna be that guy who drinks Bush Light in this whole tavern. He's gonna be that guy. There's a whole top shelf selection Bush Light.
Lilavati will refill her flask and get herself a bottle of red house wine and settle down into a seat. Just, when you're riding horses, it seems like it shouldn't be that much work since you're sitting down, but it kind of is.
What's
Anybody else think
exhausting?
that? Yes. Weird muscles being worked.
Gotta control the horse. They like to just go off and do their own thing. I don't.
Sounds like
Yes.
someone I know.
Sipping a glass of pretty nice wine. But because it was a nice wine, Eglantine will actually still leave some coin for the inn. She's not, she knows she knows she can afford it better than they can. Well, I don't know what we should do next if the Z hasn't come here or anything. If we don't know where to find them.
I feel like we should try to find them, though. Clearly they knew what was going on here. Took time to single us out for reasons that we've yet to determine, to bring us together here to solve the issue, which we did, sort of.
Mostly.
Mostly.
We temporarily stopped it.
Unless, what if the Zuli is in league with them and wanted us to hasten the sacrifice?
Maybe, I don't know. That
could be
doesn't
it.
seem like it would.
Sam, make a
Yes.
religion check.
Yeah, because I know I had done a check on the goddess she serves before. Where's my thing? Religion is a dirty 20.
Right, so Zuli, as far as you're aware, last you heard, is affiliated with Emriel, who is not one of the Abyssal Gods and historically has been very opposed to their rule. She was on the side of the God of Light, aligned with Enhira during the War for Asmayara.
Okay. So I don't think that's likely. I mean, she serves, what is it, Emriel?
Emriel.
She serves Emriel, or they serve Emriel, and I mean, that is not a deity generally considered evil by any stretch of the word. I don't think they would have done something that would help them.
Hasn't no one heard from her for a while? Maybe she used to serve that goddess.
I suppose. She's still using the symbol, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I imagine, I know I wouldn't want to lie about, representing a powerful being like that. That is, just asking to get, lightning bolted or something.
Do you think Z is hot too?
I hope so.
Bellador, you can't just flat out say to everyone you meet, hey, you're hot.
I blame Lilavati. I was the second one to chime in.
He hasn't said to anyone that they are hot. That would be uncouth. It's about appreciation without disrespecting boundaries, Gabriel.
I feel like we're objectifying individuals with our gazes.
I don't think so. I think it's enjoying their individuality in all of its forms.
Enjoying individuality aside, I would prefer if we don't judge on the attractiveness of people we have actively sought to kill.
Is it because you're wearing a mask?
About it.
What'd you say?
What about it?
Do you think you're unattractive? Is that why you're wearing a mask?
No, it's not because I think I'm ugly as fuck.
Well, are
That
That
you?
makes
like
it sound like you do think that, though.
Well, I wear a mask for personal reasons. And it's not due to my self-esteem issues.
But those are present.
Gabriel.
Gabriel, you won the fight today. I only killed 3 goblins. I lied.
Knew it!
Shaking my head and sipping my wine.
Well, I still think we should try to find the seer. If nothing else, I have questions.
I agree.
So while they're talking, can I write a letter back home?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I drew our enemy, right? I've established that. Can I put that with this little note inside, saying, just I saved a whole town! Exclamation point. How are you? How are you all doing? I don't
Okay.
know, just something like that. Not a lot.
You'll have to get to a post office to send it, unless you have a spell. But yes, you can do that.
No, I don't think I do. Yeah. Right, I think that's it.
Well, did we want to wait until morning to try and track the sea down? Because
I
it's so
think
late.
so,
We went to
yeah.
the temple. We've already bothered them late at night once. And
Yes.
sort of look over at Giles.
Yeah, we all look at Giles.
I think I'm out of being angry for the day, so we should probably charge that back up.
You angry?
Sometimes I get angry, you know.
I've depleted my anger management skills for the day.
Yes.
Oh, Bellinor, could we talk about your tattoos?
Sure. There's not much to say, though.
They seem really cool, though. Do they have special
Cute.
meaning to you?
They do. My clan often uses them, and when I became old enough to have tattoos, I decided to take them on myself.
Very cool.
Like that.
He lied.
I
And
accept this
Bellinor-
at face value.
At that moment, you're struck by the realization that you haven't seen Moraine since that morning.
Oh, thank God. This has been a great day, everyone. I don't suppose there's a bathroom. I'm going to go outside and pee. I'll be right back. I'm going to go into an alleyway and rage and see if I see anything.
Yeah, she flickers into being right next to you, and she does not look happy.
Hello. How are you?
Bellinor,
Yes.
I've been better, Bellinor.
What have you been up to?
I have been barred from entering this realm since this morning. Do you care to explain?
Well, I was busy fighting these little goblin things, and they were everywhere, and I saved this whole town. No big deal.
Why didn't you call me?
I did call you. I felt your hand on my shoulder. That was weird. You know, you can just say hi.
That
but-
was last night.
Oh, you're right. Well, it's been a while. I don't know. Do I have to call every day? You're not like my mom.
You are not supposed to use your abilities without a guide.
Yeah, I know, but I think I'm really getting the hang of it. I think that I've really learned since the last time I didn't use them properly, and you know, I think we're doing better, right?
Well, you're alive. That's a point in your favor, I suppose. What did
See?
you fight?
Well, there was these little like blue goblins, and they were like from the sea. It was kind of weird. And then we fought this lady. She was super hot. You would have liked her. Her name was Serena, and somebody was like saying that she was lazy because of her name, but I thought it was quite creative. And that's it. And she had fangs, and she's like, it was kind of gross.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I was told to come here. I left where I was, and now I am here.
You're terrible at explaining. Has anyone ever told you you're really bad at explaining things?
Well, I'm all you've got. I don't know what you want me to do.
Eleanor.
Mhm.
This world is dangerous. What you can do is dangerous.
Yes, and I never wanted it in the first place. You know why I went looking for that. It wasn't to find you.
You brought it on yourself.
We'll share it.
These gifts of yours, they're powerful. You need to respect them.
So you're telling me not to get angry?
I'm telling you not to go off on your own where I can't follow you.
All right. Well, will my new companion see you? I don't really remember how that works.
Only you can see me.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Yeah, let's do it. I didn't really care in the last place with all my old companions, but with the new people, I didn't want to spook them right away. So.
It has been more than 1,000 years since I have ever encountered anything that could prevent me from entering this plane.
Oh, that's what you mean. Sorry, sometimes I'm a little dense after fights.
You're telling me?
You've been around enough. Well. Okay, should I tell my friends then, or should that just be Belenor's secret?
That's your choice to make.
So what you're telling me is I should be very worried either way.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's been lovely, and I'll end my rage.
She vanishes.
I'll go back inside. Whew, long line in the bathroom.
You went to go piss in an alley.
Yeah, there's no bathroom
In
inside.
the
I don't
empty
know.
town.
Is there bathrooms inside? I don't really know.
Eleanor, if you need some time alone, it's fine.
Thank you.
You don't need to say things.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not my job to watch you and make sure
Yeah.
you're safe.
It's okay to take a few minutes of private time.
I'm way older than you guys, and I'll just go up to my room.
Fucking elves.
A quick
Classic.
description of Moraine for
Mhm.
those who want it.
She's hot, right?
She's hot.
Yeah.
She floats.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Hold on, let me pull up her information.
Is she romanceable?
No.
She's a ghost, so
Hey, I mean,
no
I've
one
seen
else
that
can
movie.
see her.
I can't speak with dead.
Hey, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, I got a ghost I need the romance over here.
Who are you gonna call?
She appears to be a beautiful elven woman dressed in furs and cottons. She floats. She is translucent, and all the colors on her have faded into blue and teal, except for her bright silver eyes, which spark with lightning. Her hair is done in braids, and has little silvery beads in it. And she's covered in tattoos, very similar to Belenor's.
I, for one, love my new ghost wife.
Yeah, wait, hold up.
That's not your way.
No, that was Sam.
She actually looks a bit like Belenor.
Oh my god, it's his ancestor.
That's my grandma.
Dude, your grandma's hot.
Wait, so if he's an elf and it's a grandma elf, she's got to be
Super old.
super old.
Just so old.
Just so old.
You guys didn't see her. I'm going to bed.
What's his problem? I mean, maybe
It's
it
like
was.
he saw a ghost.
I mean, okay, the line in the bathroom. What kind of excuse is that? If I was to go out there and try and lie about what took me so long, wouldn't you just come back and say I was taking a shit like a normal person?
Why do you have to say anything? No one asked. That's what
I
gets
know.
With
me.
you guys and way too much information.
Yes, nobody. I don't want to know about your bathroom habits.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Beleno's up to something, and I'm not sure.
Blanket
what.
statement. I do not want to hear about what any of you do in the bathroom. Can we put that rule
Right
forward?
back at you.
I thought we were all in agreement. I
It is
didn't
a
know it
part of
needed
the
to be said.
natural circle of life. If nature calls you, answer. I don't
Oh,
see
no,
what the
there's a
problem
We
is.
don't want to
Yeah.
hear your conversation.
I just look at Lalava and I'm like, see, this is the kind of stuff I'm dealing with.
There's
Also,
a bathroom up here, guys. It's really nice.
Sometimes you gotta let the team know. You're gonna be indisposed for a bit. It's not the end of the world. I'm just saying, Belenor's acting weird.
Do you want to go talk to him?
Went up to his room and he talked about how he's older than all of us, like all elves do. Oh, I look like I'm 23, but I'm actually 3,000. Sorry, no offense.
It's also not really how their aging works. Technically.
I'll come back downstairs. I realize I only have to sleep for 4 hours, so I'm kind of up now. I don't know.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
I mean, if you're tired, you're tired. If you're pouting, you're pouting. Either way, you don't have to come downstairs.
No, it's fine. I tried to sleep for a few minutes. I couldn't, so I'm right back up.
Gotcha.
Is everything okay there,
Yeah, I'm
buddy?
great. Ah, all right, cool. I'm great. How is everyone else?
Want to tell us more about your bathroom time?
No, I thought we came to an
No, we
agreement
just-
about that.
We just had this
We
conversation.
just went over this.
Look, Bellinor,
Yeah.
what were you doing out there?
I was peeing. I don't know what else to tell you.
All right, now Sam is just assuming Bellinor was peeing while having this whole conversation.
All right, fine. It's just, if we're all gonna work together, we should, be a little forthright with each other.
I'll be honest, I'm not a very good liar, so I don't believe I'd start now.
Insight check.
Deception check.
Why do people keep saying, I'll be honest? Can I be honest? Can I, like... Are we
We're
not
constantly
normal?
lying.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20, my
11.
friend.
I mean, I'm not the best liar.
Look, Bellinor, everyone lies. I understand. I can tell right now you're kind of like you're shifty-eyed and get a little sweaty above the brow.
Elves don't sweat.
But just never mind. Levity, can you confirm that elves sweat for me, please?
Oh, they do, but it's like in their feet and their hands instead of the usual places. And it smells like Fritos.
What in the fuck?
That's not canon.
That's not it.
Not to shake your hand ever.
All right, well,
Alright.
if you want to know the truth, I was just taking some time to self-reflect after a long day. It's very important. And I came to the realization that we might be up against something a little more strong than I first imagined. After I got done reflecting, I realized that some of my powers weren't working around that being. And that hasn't really happened in ever, so
That's all right. A little self-care is understandable.
sure.
And yes, I would agree. I think our foes are a little more above what we judge them to be at first.
What sort of powers are blocked?
Oh, well, sometimes when I get really angry, I could do extra damage and things like that, and make sure that my friends are protected and that they can't hurt you. But I wasn't really able to do that as well as normal, so I was very much just me and my 2 axes, if that makes sense.
Well, that's more than enough.
Well, sure, I know I'm very strong, but
Also,
Where-
it's hard to imagine you being angry.
When exactly were these abilities blocked?
when we were around Serena, the Fang lady, you remember, the hot one.
Right. So it was just then that there was, a problem?
Yes?
Upon reflection, usually you just kind of get a sense that Ryan is around you, even if you can't see her.
Mm-hmm.
You stop feeling that as soon as you set foot on the beach.
Okay. Well,
As soon as you were
actually-
in sight of the ocean.
Gotcha. Actually, it was as soon as we got closer to the ocean.
Interesting.
Where do you get your powers from? Some are born with it, others are granted it by some divine being.
Maybelline. Well, my...
Yes, the great ancient sorceress, Maybelline.
Maybelline. Well, I don't know. I guess I trained for a while at fighting, and I trained at different fighting styles, and sometimes I can feel myself, start hitting harder with the more angry I get. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a lot of formal training. I was just kind of piecemeal together by myself.
Impressive. You fight well for someone who lacks formal training.
Thank you. Yeah, compliment, see?
They're coming so easily now, Gabriel. Maybe we should do an exercise where we all just say one nice thing about
Okay.
Well, I'm going to bed, everyone.
What's wrong, Eggy? You're still upset that you had to say something nice to me?
Yeah, I'm all complimented out on you today, Gabe. So, sleep well.
I hate it when she calls me that.
Well, that means she's going to keep doing it. You know that.
I know, this is why I'm trying to remain stone-faced at the moment. And it's not working.
The mask on.
I'll call after Eglantine. Check out my room too. If it's more comfortable, you just take that one.
Good night,
Thank you,
Eglantine.
Eleanor.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I just go.
I don't think she knows what bed bugs are. Perhaps she'll discover tonight. That'd be funny.
No. If her room has bed bugs, then all of our rooms probably have bed bugs. I don't need that in my things.
Can confirm used to work in pest control.
Hey. Well, I mean,
Listen, the Riverside Inn and Tavern is a reputable establishment.
Doesn't matter.
It is known far and wide for its bed bugs. Okay, do not disrespect them.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Am I speaking ill of? Kind of like looks at Giles. You know, bugs. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense there. I actually wasn't trying to make a dig.
It's not a real bug. You know that, right?
So, all right. I'm a little curious. What is this thing then?
It's a little mechanical device with a Feywild spirit in a stone powering it in the center.
Would I know anything about mechanical devices with a Fey spirit inside of it powering it?
Make a history check.
Oh, you're killing me here.
You asked.
14.
You've heard like the theory bandied about, but as far as you know, no one's ever been able to get it to work.
Huh. You're the only one who's ever gotten one to work.
Yes, it was me. Incredible.
No, it's just no one else has ever done that. At least that I'm aware of. Eglantine's not here to fact check me.
Yeah, that's all I hear about. Anyway, let's bye.
Everyone who talks to Gabriel goes to bed.
Looks at Lilevati. I actually show genuine interest and curiosity about him, and he just leaves.
Some people are open books, some people are closed books, and it takes time to pry the covers apart.
No prying, please. I say so.
Go away! Did you go to bed?
Yeah, go to sleep. I suppose so. I'm genuinely curious about this eye bug thing.
I mean, first off, you seem genuine. I thought you seemed warm and genuine, so I think that's a good step forward. And I don't know, he just always seems kind of weird when he's talking about his eye bug.
Yeah. Anyway, so how have you been besides slaying super hot siren things named Serena?
Oh, God, just, you know.
Hey,
It's been a long day. I want to make some joke about slaying hot people, but like an innuendo, and I'm just exhausted and I can't do it. Imagine I said something witty and punny.
Leela, you are a card, and you are one of the few people in this world that can make me actually laugh.
God,
what'd
that
she
was
say?
a delight as well. That was another compliment, Gabriel.
Now, if you prefer not to talk, we could just sit here silently and enjoy each other's company until one of us dozes off.
Okay, do you want to have a staring contest?
Sure.
All right, I'll win.
Make constitution checks.
Oh my god, are we actually rolling for a staring
Yes,
contest?
you are.
That's an 11.
Constitution check. I feel like you should be better at constitution things than I am.
Should be, but
I got a 13 though.
She wins.
You see the little purple light flicker from earlier, and he's fuck.
This is why you shouldn't challenge the master, Gabriel.
No, you're right. You're right. I almost complimented you again, but then I was like, hey, Gabriel, you've been a little heavy with the compliments today.
Don't push it too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
Yes.
It starts slow.
Yeah.
All right.
Must say it is nice to be traveling and working together again.
It is, and I think we have at least a little bit more time together.
Yeah, well, that's enjoyable. Sorry Eglantine's here to drag everything down.
You know, she's really not so bad as long as she's not with you.
That makes two of us.
Are you saying that you're not so bad when you're not with you?
Yeah, perhaps.
Have you had a little too many of the Coors Light?
You mean this beer that tastes like, why do I do this to myself? Why?
I don't know. It's from an apple core. That's why they call it that.
Yeah, it tastes like shit. Grab me the good stuff. Grab me the good stuff. What am I doing?
You have an open bar and you grab the shittiest thing. You're a creature of habit.
I suppose. Also, I don't know. You say celebrate. I don't really see this as a celebration. We didn't really win. We didn't defeat them, and, well, most of the village is dead.
Well, didn't we? There are no goblin people left. The siren that was calling people to their death is gone. We don't know what the future holds, but for now, the problem is solved.
True. It's just, I can't help but feel like I've failed yet again. Let someone else down. It's always hard looking at them and, like earlier with Alyssa, and saying, sorry, there's not much more we can do. We can't bring your friends back. We were too late.
That's the truth, but we got here as soon as we can and did the best that we could.
Indeed. Kestrel would always make sure to tell me, don't let them know about those feelings, and don't feel bad that we did our job, but I can't help but feel just a ping of sorrow and guilt.
Well, that's your empathy. That's good that you feel that way, I guess, as long as it doesn't, as long as you don't dwell in it.
I suppose.
We'll do better next time. If we're proactive about finding the problem.
Indeed.
Which is why we need to find the seer.
I agree. We should find the seer and ask her, what is going on here?
Yeah. I want some answers.
Answers would be good. From the seer, from everybody else. I really want to know more about that eye bug. That eye bug really got to be fascinated now.
I
Now
mean,
that...
here's my thought. I bet he doesn't sleep with it in.
True.
So if you wanted to find out more.
Look, my breaking and entering days are over.
Okay.
Look,
Then I guess so is your finding out information days.
I
Go
suppose so. But you get caught once and you know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. It would be hard to have an excuse to be going into his room.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, especially, you know, he already thinks I'm kind of creepy. So we
Gabriel, I don't know how to say this delicately. I think particularly with the mask, everybody thinks you're kind of creepy.
Yeah. Got me. Damn it. Well,
It's okay. Prove them wrong.
true, I could prove 'em wrong. Well, until I've absolved myself of previous failures, the mask shall remain on.
I see. Who else is down here with us right now? Did
I'm
everybody
still
else go to
down
bed?
here.
I was
Eleanor
gonna
is
say, I
still
thought you came back down.
Yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, Bellinor is down here.
I'm absentmindedly juggling my axes in the corner.
You
I have
seem
like
very
4
quiet, though.
axes out, just kind of.
Are you just like drunkenly missing them? Like, is there one stuck in the ceiling right now? Or
No, he actually seems like he's
Nice.
pretty proficient with it.
His party trick.
Yep.
I like it.
Man, he's just competent, you know?
And he's so big.
And
How does-
likable.
I also have
Yeah.
elf ears.
And hot.
I mean, look. If we're gonna be on this compliment train, Bellinor has got a rockin' bod.
I thought you were gonna say cheeks.
He also has the cheeks of God.
Cannon.
Cannon. It's official.
I'm sure that's a sore subject, but if we ever get some time to ourselves over the next 2 days, however long we're together, I'd love to hear more about it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, as long as Eglantine doesn't hear.
Yeah, I guess alone time probably isn't going to happen. Do you really have to be with her all the time? She seems really sore about it.
My life depends on it.
Your life?
Yeah, my life depends on it.
Do you mean that in a literal sense, or do you mean that like, oh, I need the money or I will die, and maybe we could satisfy that in some other way?
In the words of Eglantine, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
You heard that.
Well, I mean, she says that pretty often when presented with a situation where she has to pick one or the other, and it's a little bit of both. She can't just say, oh, it's both. No, she has to say it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Well, we all have catchphrases. Don't want to speculate on what mine will be yet. But I think I should probably head to bed. It's getting late.
Same. I'm not like Bellinor over here. I can't stay up all night and juggle axes.
Nobody's as good and pure as Bellinor.
I could probably teach you, and I'm just.
Good night, Bellinor. Goodbye,
Good night.
Gabriel.
Good night.
All right, you all go to sleep. The beds are comfy. It's a peaceful night. You. Yeah. Oh darn! Peace. Full night's rest. Everyone gets a long rest. All your spells are back. All your hit points are back. Good job. You wake up around like 10:30, unless someone wants to wake up earlier than that. The next day.
So I'd like to establish. I as a tinkerer, I have the ability to make little clockwork toys.
Yes.
I would like to make one of those.
Okay. What do you want to make?
I would like to make. So I think I'm going to try to replicate the design of the bug in my eye, and I think the best I'm probably going to get is a little clockwork mouse.
Clockwork mouse. All right, you have a clockwork mouse, assuming you do the things you have to do as a tinker to make that happen.
Yes, I just need to pay a couple gold.
All right. Good job, clockwork mouse achieved.
Yay.
It doesn't have the same will as Pip. It's just a little thing. It goes in a straight line and squeaks. That's what it does.
Yep.
It's pretty cute though. So you wake up to the sound of voices, muffled voices downstairs.
More than one.
Mm-hmm. Several. You think you hear 3 women maybe and a man.
I'll get dressed, put on my makeup, and go downstairs.
Okay, an hour later.
I mean,
Takes a while, y'all. So sometime later, you go downstairs and you see Alyssa and Tom talking to Lady in the Sky and Clara, and Abigail is hanging back, standing by the door. Clara, Abigail, and Lady in the Sky all have traveling packs with them.
oh, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Lilavati. It's nice to see you up and about. And Alyssa says, yeah, good morning. How'd you sleep?
Pretty deeply. It was a very long day, lots of exercise. Yeah, it was nice to have a room. You guys, you're leaving.
Yes, I'm afraid we can't stay much longer, even with, well, Alyssa told us what you told her last night about that creature in the caverns. I'm afraid we must report back to the temple immediately. The news such as that, it's rather a big deal.
That means this town's going to be practically empty. She looks at Alyssa, concerned.
Yes, it will be rather empty. We'll be sending some disciples straight back the way we've come. They'll only take 2 or 3 days to arrive. They'll ride hard.
Before you go, where did you say that Zuli was last seen or heard from?
The last confirmed sighting of her was at the Temple of Emriel in Silvani. She disappeared from there. Everyone sort of assumed she went back to Taj Damani.
See, that's a ways away here. Did anybody else come downstairs with me, or is it just
Yeah,
me?
I did.
Lilavati.
If she's all the way in Tajinamani and we have to go back there, I'm gonna be really pissed. I just came from there.
Well, we never learned if she made it there safely or not.
Do you have any scrying capabilities or sending capabilities?
Oh,
possibly?
I have sending. I'm afraid no scrying capabilities of my own. It's not really in the domain of Miro. I suppose I could ask at the temple. Maybe they would know more.
No, if you have sending, do you think you'd be able to reach Zuli?
I don't know her. I never met her, not personally.
I see. Okay. Well, there's my thought. Does anybody else have any ideas? Giles, I know you do.
We could go back to Taj Damani. I'm saying this out of character. I mean, like,
That's several weeks journey by boat.
I was gonna say,
assuming
how
the
long,
weather is fair.
actually?
It's a long way, and you'll have to pass through the cauldron, which is
any secret
risky.
messages in the letter? What did the letter actually say again?
Which one? You have received
The
3.
original one.
Date, time, place. And that was about it.
Okay, so we just kind of assumed we would see her eventually.
Yeah, she never said she was coming. She just wanted... the tipping point of destiny will soon be at hand. The Riverside Inn and Tavern, Greenwater, Azamayara, May 5th, 6 p.m. Be there. Z.
Okay. I honestly don't know.
And then we had the next letter, which said to stay the night.
Yes.
So I think we assumed we would see her in the morning, but we left.
And Alyssa said no one came.
Yeah. Someone...
Alright, well, I don't know. To me, it seems that this Z is perhaps in trouble, and maybe they reached out for us to try to find them.
I mean, you're more than welcome to travel with us to Silvani. We're heading that direction. That's where the Temple of Emriel is. Perhaps they know.
If it was the last place she was seen, maybe that's a good starting point.
You could at least ask. They tend to know more than they should about more things than they're supposed to.
I'll put my arms over my head and kind of stretch and be like, I guess I'm up for it. I don't have much else going on.
Where are the rest of your friends?
Yeah, I'll say Eglantina's coming down now, just because Sam was distracted picking my spells for the next long rest.
Well, Gabe and Eglantina are probably
Life.
bickering. Giles is probably playing with his eye bug.
I'm sorry.
Giles is coming down. Sorry, I kind of forgot to say that. I kind of just in my mind I thought I said it.
Right, so everyone but Gabriel is now downstairs.
Oh,
I've just arrived.
I can come downstairs whenever. I was
Everyone
just
is now downstairs.
I was just having Alex just had a long scene moment. Alex is gonna step back.
Fair enough. So you all arrive downstairs, same site as Lilavati was treated to. Abigail by the door, Light in the Sky, and Clara talking to Alyssa and Tom.
Good morning.
So are we up to travel a little bit more together, or what?
Well, travel to where?
To get answers. Last place the seer was seen was back in Silvani.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be someplace else. Maybe we could go look.
Do we not like
Well,
Silvani?
I mean, it's a lovely city. I just don't feel like going there right now.
Why is that? You know what? I guess it's not now's not the time. It was.
You know, I'm supposed to be on vacation. Remember,
I mean, so am I, but vacations take you where they take you.
So, you know, if your vacation took you like right back home, you would be totally fine with that?
I mean, I wouldn't go back to work.
It's a staycation.
Exactly. There's a name for that. It's that popular.
I don't really do staycations.
You could try up north in Nordcliff. It's a place of great superstition and historical importance. Or
See, now that
maybe
sounds
west.
like a great place to go. Look.
That sounds fun.
Eglantine is like clearly just sort of grasping at straws.
You could always try the Siobhan. She might have gone there. There's always rumors about that place. Maybe she was investigating.
We don't need to travel to Nordcliff. I can always just write home.
Oh, that's where you're from. Okay. Well, what is Siobhan?
Oh, do you not want to go home either then?
No, I'd love to go home, but it would be a waste of time to be going and searching somewhere where, well, we already have a contact there.
Well,
Eglantine, make a history check on the Siobhan.
Ooh. History, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, freaking Roll20 keeps like changing what I can see on my thing. And then not letting me scroll. That's gonna be a 22.
You know Siobhan is the desert where it's rumored Kaluri's library is, and the former site of the Arcadium.
Ooh, I want to go to there. But that's like really far too, I would bet. Right?
It is far. It is clear across the continent through the Telende.
Okay.
I also vote Selvani.
You would.
it's the most likely place to start. If it's the last place she was seen, maybe somebody spoke to her there and got some clues about where she's off to.
We can just check it out then. We can leave if you do not find what we're looking
Maybe we could
for.
just, like, not even a whole day, right? Just, like,
Yeah.
passing through. I don't even, need
Yeah.
to know we're there.
We could stop at your house, drop you off, leave you there, and move on.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah, all right. I'll be sure to, tell my dad how well you did protecting me yesterday. How hurt was I, by the way? Because, I'm still kind of sore.
You're fine. I was also hurt yesterday.
These bruises say otherwise.
I honestly felt fine yesterday. Can you tell your dad that too?
I will let them know.
Thank you.
But for real, if we have to go there, it's fine. I don't know. I guess it's the best bet on where to find this person.
If you're very uncomfortable, maybe some of us could stay outside the city. Some of us could go inside and ask around.
No, it's okay. If we're gonna have to go to the temple anyway, it's probably best if I go with everybody. They might be more willing to talk to me. I don't know.
That was my thought, but
It's just if I go to the temple, then they're gonna tell my parents, and if my dads find out, then they're gonna know I was back in the city and I just left only a month ago, and
Well, I've got
it's
an
fine.
idea.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I've got an idea. Me and Eglantine will stay outside the city walls. The three of you go and investigate, and then Gabriel and Eglantine get some time apart, and maybe they can stop the bicker.
Actually, on second thought, it's probably better if I don't show myself in the city
Oh
either.
God, screw up.
it's falling apart.
Especially if I'm not with Eglantine, I probably shouldn't be showing.
Let's go to the desert.
There's some pretty cool stuff out there in the desert, not gonna lie.
Look, we go to the temple. You tell them, don't tell my parents I was here. Or don't, because when you tell people not to do something, that's when they do it.
I can threaten them.
I don't think that would really work either. It might work, but I don't think it would be a good idea.
Hey, Bellinor, you could always kill them. Dead people don't say anything.
That's true.
Clara and her friends are looking increasingly
So
alarmed.
this is all jokes. This is kind of our thing. Do not worry.
Clara, so she was last seen in Selvani.
As far as I
Do
know.
you know if she spoke about where she was going at all?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be the person to ask. Again, I didn't know her very well. All I know is from rumors and whispers.
Okay.
Perhaps the dockmaster would know if she had to charter a ship. You could speak to Royden.
Okay.
Do you know how long ago it was that she had been seen there last?
Oh, yes. I'm not sure exactly how many. She's been gone for a long time.
So, the trail might be cold already in the city.
Yes, I do not think that maybe going to the place of her disappearance is really the best plan, to be honest. If she's already gone, then we're just going to be looking at the temple where she used to be.
She disappeared around the same time as the Blue Acre Family Library opened up. I remember that. And Griselda's Goods, the Griselda's Adventuring Supplies, it opened in it opened in Sylvania the same day.
And
What do
how long
I
ago
know
was
about
that
these
again?
things?
Make a history check on the Blue Acre family. You have never heard of Griselda or her adventuring supplies before.
And how long ago did she go missing again?
That'd be about 100 years ago.
Oh, okay.
100 years?
Oh, we're chasing a really dead
That's a
lead, then.
19.
Okay, the Blue Acres are the patron family of Elsinore, which is a town just a little bit north of Greenwater, like 2 weeks. On the southern part of the Low Hills, the Blue Acres have the greatest library ever built, aside from Calori's. And the Academy. Could give the Academy a run for its money. But it's the greatest one on Asmayara, aside from Calori's library. They're a
Okay.
very, very, very old elven family.
And the opening was just like at the same time as the last time she was seen, right?
Yep, about 100 years ago. It had been closed for 45 years and reopened.
I would
Recently.
like to summon Moraine and just... I will look at Gabriel as Moraine is past her as to not be talking to ghosts, and I'll just say, thoughts? Clearly pointed at Moraine, but looking at Gabriel so it's not sus.
Moraine took her head just thinking. Seems to me that the best option to choose would be where she was last seen, or an acquaintance of hers. Maybe they were told where she was going.
Alright. Do you know the... Oh, shoot, I cannot talk. Thanks, Gabriel. I'll just dismiss.
She disappears again.
I was gonna ask to roll insight to see if I can tell that Gabriel's not really talking. I mean, Eleanor is not really talking to me.
Insight versus performance.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the high charisma barbarian.
I rolled a 19.
Insights. Oh, you lucky duck. 18.
Yes,
Looking you
Gabriel,
dead in the eye.
thoughts?
I mean, I didn't realize it was 100 years. Now we're chasing a dead lead of 100 years.
I mean, you're supposed to find people within the first 48 hours. They might have been moved to a second location.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not the second location.
The secondary.
There it is.
The secondary location.
Damn, we got dangerously close to the end of the night without one. I'm glad
Oh,
we got it in.
yeah, I slipped one in there earlier tonight.
Oh, did we?
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't
I was
guys
very
it.
subtle about it.
I missed it.
Well, Giles, this isn't just like local constable work we're trying to do here. We're trying to track down some old... I say we go to the town north of here. It's only 2 weeks compared to, well, you know, walking for at least a month into the desert.
Oh, I mean, I think the trip to the desert would be way longer than that.
Yes,
It's
that's
far.
what you were-
How far is Sylvani from here, though?
Couple of weeks, maybe 6.
Jeez, this place is huge!
It's a whole
Where
ass
Eglantine came from, so...
Alright, let's go to the town to the north and then figure it out from there, I guess.
I mean,
How
maybe
far
we'll
is
find
Nordcliff
something
from
there.
here? Holy shnikes.
About the same distance as Sylvani.
Can I get a messenger pigeon or something?
You'll have to find a post office. Elsinore might have one.
Hold up. Maybe I'll just, next time I take a long rest, I'll just like speak with animals or something.
Recruit some birds. Disney Princess style.
Animal
That's
messenger.
classic.
Hey, you know, I got the magic to do it. I might as well use my ranger features.
I will double check on my measurements. I'm guessing, because I haven't looked at my map, at a hot second.
That's a mood.
That's reasonable. I'm terrible at distance, so
I'm taking.
I
shot
will
in the dark.
never judge. I will never judge. It takes
I'll-
people like totally different times to get from one end of my Barovia to the other each time we play. So
Yeah, it's like a day, I think. I don't-
sure, a day. It's a week, sure.
The times and distances are a bit.
Time is relative to the observer. So
Let's go north. I'm looking forward to traveling with you fine folk a little longer.
As long as I'm watching you from behind Bellinor.
Oh, this escalated quickly.
The cheeks, though. My mother always said they would be a cook.
Am I doing this compliment thing right? No? Alright.
I think he's been reading some of my books when I'm not looking.
No!
Just like stage whispering.
I would never
Not to
touch
anyone
it.
in particular.
I would never touch one of those books. Ugh.
He says that, but I mean, that was pretty much, the plot of The Patient Gentleman, so come on.
yes, I love it.
Gabriel, before we move on,
Oh,
very
no.
quickly,
Oh no.
Rocks fall.
Gabriel and Giles. History checks in the name Blueacre.
Blueacre. Okay.
Yep, don't know shit. That's a sick.
Not a
You
clue?
said history?
Yes, history.
That was an 18.
You definitely have heard the name before. You have always been interested in adventuring and heroes. Emil Blueacre is one such hero.
Gabriel, pay attention there.
You can't remember quite what she did to earn that. Something tragic, but yeah. But you definitely know the name. She popped up in the library at the academy a couple of times.
Okay. So I guess I'll tell everyone that, like, Emil Blueacre. Hey, Emil Blueacre, she's kind of a big deal. She was an old hero. I'm surprised, Eggy, you haven't heard of her.
It's sticking.
I just like shudder at the name.
It has been 100 years since she was active.
Only 100 years.
Only 100. Well, what do you know about her? If you know so much.
What do I know about her?
Just like clearly bristling at like the
How
insinuation.
dare you?
She's an elf. She is a hero. She comes from a long line of noble beings rumored to have ties to the War Krasmayar. And something bad happened, and that's all you know.
Just pretend that her voice was like mine. That's definitely what happened. Yeah.
I will suspend my disbelief. Okay, well, I mean, it's not a lot to go on, but it helps, I guess.
You are muted.
Me?
No, Alex.
Oh, am I? Not anymore.
I was just saying, any information's better than none to work with.
I'm sure we'll be able to find a lot more information in that big old library. I've never been there, actually. I'm really excited.
God, you're such a...
How many days do you think we could stay? Just like 2 or 3? I mean,
I hope
vacation.
we stay.
As long as you want.
have a-
vacation.
Question. So the horses we had, we'd borrowed.
Yes.
How long of a walk is it to the next town to the north?
Next town to the north is Elsinore. Again, I'm just gonna leave it at 2 weeks.
But with
2 weeks of walk time or horse time?
Yeah, 2 weeks of walk time.
Just longer
8
travel
days of horse
days.
time. I don't know. I'm guessing, y'all. I need
That's
to double check my
reasonable.
map.
That's fine.
I don't want to spend 8 million years traveling.
Last Agora's Bell session, I had you guys travel continent in a day. So
True.
Yeah, but I don't fucking trust that shit, Chris.
fair enough. But yeah,
Yeah, there was some weird shit. It's fine.
I wouldn't mind just walking. Honestly, I think it'll be fine. Good workout.
I'll have
Whatever.
to change shoes.
I could carry someone.
question, how long with ranger time?
Oh, that's
Mm.
true.
You could knock off. What's your favorite terrain?
Forests.
You can knock off like a day and a half.
Nice.
It's better than nothing. Hey, look, I've got to BS my way through being a ranger. I
I mean, I understand.
It's a good class.
I love it.
Elf just looks at his stubby legs like, you can do it.
You can
Eleanor,
do it,
Bellinor did offer to carry someone. And just
True.
Oh, yes.
Take turns.
I mean,
I
I
climb
think
on
we all know
the
Gabriel. Open.
Hey, what was that?
No, that was Sam, not Eglantine.
Oh.
That was a voice from the sky.
A magical voice from the sky speaks to me.
Should get that checked.
At least it's not my overly possessive hot grandma.
Hot grandma. Alright, let's set out. I will carry Giles first, I guess, and then we will just rotate if you want. Let's go.
Don't.
I hold my arms up like a child.
Alright.
Alyssa, are you and Tom going to be all right here by yourself?
Oh, we'll be fine. Like Miss Clara said, they're sending help. We're just gonna hold down the fort for 2 days until the clerics and Muriel get here, and I guess after that we'll just have to see.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just be hitting the old dusty trail.
Well, considering that it's mostly plains, yes, it'll probably be dusty. Unless it's been heavy rainfall recently, then there won't be as much dust. Sorry about doing that thing again.
Yeah.
I'm already out the door.
All right, so heading to Elsinore. Forgot
The
name of the town.
library.
The library. There's a lot of libraries in this world because I like libraries.
Yeah, pretty much. Eglantine is like clearly oscillating between like being upset about needing to walk really far, but excitement about really big library she hasn't been to.
Hey, Bellinor, imagine we get to this library, and then Eglantine finds out she doesn't have a card.
You know, it'd be funny
Um,
if it was like so old that it does not there anymore.
That'd be hilarious. Bellinor, you should take up stand-up.
Yeah, I am pretty good at performing.
I mean, you know, there's this one tavern in Nordcliff. They do open stand-up.
What days?
It's usually, I don't know if there's special names for the days in this world, but probably Thursdays.
Thursday.
Ah, you were both right. Okay. Oh, well, we'll have to go on Thursday. Remind me when we're in town. I'm sure eventually I will make it to Northcliff.
Lovely around this time of year. Cold, chilly, windy.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
I miss home sometimes.
I do not.
You don't miss your home ever?
Not really. Everyone was kind of rude, I guess is a nice way to say it.
And hot.
And hot, yes.
Oh, I
A lot
forget.
of really hot elves.
Mhm.
Look, judging by the rest of this party, maybe they'd want to visit your home someday.
Yeah, maybe we go somewhere else with elves.
Mm.
I am
Well,
about
I'm
as eager to go home as Eglantine is.
Well, I'm sorry you're not eager to return home. That's a shame.
Does not really bother me, but I appreciate your sentiment.
So then what do you do when you're not at home? What do you do now that you left home and aren't returning?
I'm doing this now. This
Well,
is
before
my
the
new
vacation.
path. I was a performer for a while. I was a hermit for a while. What else did I do? And that was about it, really.
Mm.
I'm not that old.
I was just curious, you just sounds interesting. I'd like to hear more about your time in solitude.
Oh, well, Solitude was pretty nice. I just chopped down a bunch of trees and I built this like cool house. And then someday I found some travelers coming through and they didn't look so good, so I gave them the house. And then I moved on and made a new house, and that was pretty much it.
A charitable soul.
Sometimes I try to now. I wasn't always like that.
You're a kind person, Bellinor. Don't change. And if he lets me, I'll give him the shoulder pat.
I will. Most people at home used to call it foolish, but I appreciate your positive spin on things.
Giles, how's the eye treating you today?
I'm gonna say that Giles is just up there trying to shove his little mouse into his eye because he was trying to recreate the design. And he's just like, this really isn't working.
I don't
He's
think
like-
that goes there.
He's like, well, just take the mouse then. Yeah. It's a bit slimy.
Is it like it's a clockwork mouse?
Yeah, it's a
Clockwork
clockwork
mouse.
Does it have like
Looks
the
like
little,
a cat toy more than anything.
oh, does it have like the little spinny thing on the back?
Yeah, a little wind up.
Yeah.
Gabriel kind of winded up.
I haven't seen one of these in, well, a while.
Eggs, pockets it.
I was working on that. It's an improvement to my current eye.
Hmm.
What is wrong
Um,
with your current eye? You know, besides the bug thing.
It's I can't think of anything. Dang it. It's good. It's fine. This one's just better because it can move.
I thought your other eye could move.
You know, if you want to just sit there and poke holes in my conversations, then you know what? I'm not going to insult you. I need you to carry me.
That is smart. I respect I respect the cut of your jib.
We think the other eye looks good and it works just fine. Don't fix it if it ain't broke, as they say.
Can I be honest with you for a second? Again,
You
for,
can always be
for like the third
honest.
time in my
That's
life.
twice now, yeah.
I didn't actually make this eye. I know it's a big shock.
Wow.
I didn't actually make it.
I'm
yeah.
genuinely surprised.
So you found it.
Honestly, I
steal
almost.
it?
Oh no, I didn't steal it. My brother made it.
Insight check.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah,
All right. Oh, nat 20, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
super
telling
telling
the
the
truth.
truth.
Your brother made it.
Yeah, and I almost lost it before, so I was trying to recreate it because if it breaks, then I kind of need it to see.
Sure. Well, I am not the smartest person, but I could be an extra set of hands if you ever need help. Eglantine seems pretty wise.
Yes. She seems impatient.
Ah, that is a common thread in this party so far.
Fair enough. So we're heading to this place, right? We're meeting Z. Do we really know why we're supposed to try to be finding her? Maybe she just doesn't want to be found. And if she's a seer, if she doesn't want to be found, then we're probably not going to be able to find her.
Well, she's the one who asked us to meet her. So it'd be kind of weird if you didn't want to be found after asking people, hey, can we have a meeting?
I am more worried about her being in trouble at this point, and, perhaps we could help her out as we helped out the last town.
Yeah, hopefully it goes better than the last.
Yes. My only worry is that I'm going to be honest, we did not do great during our last fight.
I would agree.
I did pretty well.
And now we're dealing with generations of adventurers trying to fight ouchies.
Was that actually your first fight, Giles?
Well, it was my first real fight.
Ah, so you got in schoolyard fights, but not scary monster fight.
Giles looks down at that.
There's nothing to be ashamed of if you've never actually fought monsters. It's not something you should want to go and seek out.
You also
doing.
don't have to tell us. I'm just trying to learn more about you.
No, I mean it's not like a big secret. It's just kind of embarrassing. I did get into one fight before. And it's kind of how I lost my eye. After that, I didn't really want to get into another fight. That's when I became a librarian. I mean, yeah. What about you?
Well, Giles, before we continue this conversation, I do want to apologize for calling you a coward then. I did not realize that you had been left scarred from your previous fight. metaphorically speaking.
And literally, I suppose.
Well, I wasn't trying to focus on that, but yes.
I too am sorry to hear about that, but you know what they say, get back on the horse. I've been in plenty of fights, and I'll just like point down to my arm and like scars just across the whole thing. They're kind of like interwoven with the tattoos, almost like the tattoos kind of like were a cover up. And you know they do get easier as you get better. You know, I haven't come across anyone who bested me yet, so I could probably help you learn a few things. And you know, Gabriel looks more than competent.
Gabriel will, like, move his cloak and show, like, his armor is just, like, beaten to hell. And, like, there's just gash marks in the armor.
Been in quite a few myself. And the only reason no one's bested Bellinor is he hasn't fought me yet. Give him, like, the...
Someday. I have like both of my hands on Giles' like feet so he doesn't fall, but I'm like ready to like punch Gabriel.
Look, Giles, it's okay that you don't know how to fight, but the reason that we gave you a hard time about running is that we do need to work together. We need to act with cohesion, because if we lose you, you actually were quite helpful in there, eat with the goblins and everything. So if we lose you, then that's one person down in the battle for us. And that gives the enemy an advantage over us. Belinor's tough. I'm tough. But we won't last long without all the help we can get.
Oh, by the way, Bellinor, I should warn you, my coat is just filled to the brim with bottles of acid. So, just, be a bit careful carrying me.
Steps a few feet to the side.
Fantastic.
I just keep on walking. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, but seriously, I think that you are selling yourself short. Yes, you did hit your head in the last fight, but I think that you probably hit the siren or whatever she was harder than I did.
Almost as if I was cheating a little bit. Just
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, right? We're talking about your life being on the line. If you gotta take a low blow, you take that low blow.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm totally down with the whole Dark and Mysteria thing. Well, Mysteria thing, or not really Dark, Bellinor. But maybe next time, don't tell us that you're out there self-reflecting.
Oh, jeez, this again.
I like to self-reflect after a long day.
Has it been a while since anyone else has reflected for you? Is that why you're trying to spend more time with Eglantine?
No, I'm trying to spend more time with... Is Eglantine near me?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
question.
probably like still walking like in the back of everybody, absolutely, just trying to read and walk like at the same time. So I'm like way behind everybody.
Well, there are like 3 or 4 reasons I am trying to be nice to Eglantine. The first one is because Gabriel mentioned that her family were very rich. And, you know, someday perhaps I could retire off that. The second thing is that I actually enjoy her books. And, you know, the smutty part is always fun. And the third reason is I kind of actually like genuinely like her. Sorry, Gabriel. She seems fun. She's,
To each their own, to each their own. Those books are garbage.
Well, I remember when I went on like a trip after I was done, you know, studying and all of that, and it's fun to see someone so young do it.
I'm gonna go back to just chanting Little Vati.
Hey, Eggy, you're falling behind. Nose out of the book.
Okay, well, just one more chapter. It's getting really good. But yeah, okay, sorry. And I'll like put it down. I'm still carrying it, and I'll like trot to catch up, and then take it out, and like start falling back behind everybody again.
No, just as you gotta open up, just picks it up.
You're falling behind again.
I'll grab it. That is mine.
Do you want me to read out loud as we stride?
No!
Yes.
I don't know. Or would you be able to read out loud and also carry Giles?
I can do many things.
I mean, I kind of just want to see this.
All right, I will read out loud for a while.
When he picks up the book and lets go of my
Yes.
legs, I just fall over onto the ground.
Oh, shoot. Well, I tried.
Take 2 points of force damage.
But what
And I
about
just, like-
acid
You
damage?
fell from a tree.
No,
No, it doesn't break. Magic.
Not magic.
Okay.
Very
Magic vial
specifically not magic.
bandoliers.
Very
Classic.
specifically non-magic stuff. What is it? 2 points? It's probably not gonna matter.
Deus ex machina vile bandolier. But yeah, it's just 2 points.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, maybe I can do both.
Well, I mean, I appreciate, the desire to try. It's, always nice to be read to, actually.
What all do you read about? Is it just adventuring and smut, or is there other stuff?
Oh, I read lots of things. Pretty much, I like to read this, kind of silly, like, smutty kind of stuff to, just let my brain, take kind of a rest, I guess. A lot of the stuff I read is, like histories and legends, and I have to read a lot of, religious texts and stuff, because, that's what clerics are supposed to do, and
Yes.
gotta be a good cleric.
That is part of the
That's
reason I never
fun.
became one.
Lots of reading?
Lots of reading, lots of studying, and I was just never very good at it. I'm smart enough, I just never had the passion to do it.
I mean, I can definitely understand that. I didn't really always want to, be a cleric exactly, but I mean, I get to learn so many interesting things this way still, so that's pretty great.
Someday, perhaps you'll... we have a library in my hometown. Someday, perhaps, I can show it to you. There are many adventure stories our tribe has, and
Oh wow,
some about my ancestors, and they were pretty cool, apparently.
that would be amazing. I would love to visit your home one day. I've never been to a full, truly elven library or anything like that. That would be really, really wonderful.
Sure, perhaps someday we'll go back. Not in a rush, though, kind of like you.
Where is it exactly that you're from, Belenor?
I'm from Tajandamani, but that is as specific as I will be for now, if that is okay.
That's okay. Can, keep your privacy, that's fine.
Yes, I do not really want to go back. Anyways, Lilavati, you've been quiet. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just my makeup was bothering me, and I felt like I had to fix my face before I could really join in this conversation.
It's fair. Yes, you gotta put on your face.
Well, you look
Yes.
great now.
Oh, thank you.
Very stable.
Yes. Stable. I had to change the definition a bit, get a little closer.
Oh, you
know,
look
just
very well
closer to you
defined.
guys. Thank you. I try.
That contour.
Yeah. No, I've just been
HD.
listening. You guys, I don't know, I feel like I talk a lot generally, so it's good to hear other people working on becoming a cohesive unit.
You feel like you talk a lot.
Yes, Belenor, I do.
I feel like I've been told I talk a lot from many family members.
Yeah? Maybe you're very talkative for elf families.
Perhaps.
I'm imagining just like a whole tribe of elves mostly in silence, and someone clears their throat and everyone glares at them.
So
It's
I-
Belenor clearing his throat.
I just haven't talked in minutes.
So Aggie, can I ask you a bit of a personal question?
I mean, sure.
You're a cleric. You're a cleric under the domain of knowledge, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's sort of my specialty.
Do faith and the search for knowledge not ever counteract?
I don't see why they would.
I mean, just because gods ask you to give up some freedom and I don't know, they ask you to trust them in dire moments to become a patron of them.
I mean-
So isn't that difficult in the pursuit of knowledge?
I mean, not for me, I suppose. I mean, and maybe I'm a bit of a strange case. I'm kind of, descended from the spirit that I serve, so I don't think I ever really had to prove myself. I could just always kind of, had them there with me. Haven't really had to ask for too much, really. I mean, all of the healing and stuff I was able to do yesterday was through the power of Kaluri and his knowledge and everything that he's shown me and my family.
Can you thank him for making me not die?
Oh, I mean, sure, of course. I mean, you could thank him yourself. Even if, you don't necessarily get an immediate answer back, he'll always hear. But I can pass it on as best I can.
Okay.
Do you want some help? I could help walk you through, like a prayer or something together.
Yeah, I said okay. I don't really know how to contact a god.
I mean, you can just kind of do it. They're always listening, like I said, even if they don't tell you in a way that you know. You
Okay.
can do it out loud. You could say it, in your mind. You could even write something when we rest. There's not really a wrong way to worship.
You got it. I look up and say, yo, God. And then I like start shooting fire into the air. Hey.
I think you've got his attention.
Oh, thanks. Cool dude. Is that right?
I'm sure
Yeah.
that was well received.
I thought it was pretty cool. Are you still on my shoulders just shooting
You know-
fireballs?
Just like I do picture you like finger gunning like fire bolts or something right now. Like, what is happening?
Are you there, God? It's me, Giles.
So just to clear something up, like I don't know if you guys remember, Giles doesn't actually cast spells. He has canisters of natural gas with gloves with flint and steel on the fingertips. So,
Nice.
Nice. I like
He
it.
has been reskinned.
yes, I'm a skinned arcane trickster.
That was a great start. Most people don't bother, thanking Kaluri after I do any kind of healing, so I'm sure it's, very appreciated.
Should I yell at him more often?
You don't need to yell and shoot fire, but if that is what makes you feel closer, you definitely could.
Well, okay. I mean, it just seems a bit ridiculous to walk around and yell at the sky.
I mean, if that's what was working for you, I wasn't going to say anything, but I mean, I pretty much just kind of write in a journal in the morning. Could try that.
Yeah. I have been keeping a journal.
Oh, I mean, that's great. I mean, Claria loves the written word. I like to think that, maybe one day when, whenever my time comes, my own journal could wind up in his library.
So, you believe in a giant library that Kalori keeps, yes?
I mean, there is a giant library that Kaluri keeps, yes?
Yes. Wouldn't it be rude to keep all that knowledge from humans, though?
I don't see why.
I mean, couldn't we use the knowledge that he has to, like...
I mean, people have, and people do.
But for the price of serving him?
Not necessarily. I mean, I haven't been to the library myself. But... I mean, in order to have any of that knowledge, it had to have already been in the possession of mortals before it came there. So we had our chance.
I feel I should clarify two important mythological facts in this moment. First, the goddess Inhira, who is the main goddess, the queen of the gods, who's the god of light and stuff, and who led the gods of light in the War for Asmayara, has not been seen or heard from since then. And Kaluri's library is not Wan Shi Tong's library. Anyone who genuinely seeks it with a genuine desire for knowledge in their heart can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And prior to the War for Asmayara, it was open to all. It was in the Arcadium, which was a very large city, which was completely annihilated during the war.
Right.
So hence why it's a desert now.
I mean,
That's the entire Sivan Desert is the ruins of the Arcadium.
I do just remember seeing like a note when I was looking between the deities that it's like Clarice does tend to have somewhat more of like a selfish approach to knowledge, though.
So,
right?
Yes, he is less open about just telling people what they need to know than like a real god of knowledge, because he's a local spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So his reasons for handing them out, they're more selfish, they're more personal. It's why he takes such an interest in his own bloodline.
Right. Okay. So I don't think I said anything too crazy off base.
No, you were right on all counts. I just
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to like make sure I didn't need to like course correct.
No, you were correct. You were all good.
Awesome. So I mean, maybe one day we could go there if we end up going into the desert. That would be amazing. That would be something awesome to tell my parents about. Oh man.
A godly desert.
With the best library. I mean, you're a librarian. You would love to see this, I bet. I mean, I've seen, like ink drawings and like really old scrolls and stuff, and I bet it's even better now.
The idea of a giant, never-ending library is amazing. The idea of a place entirely controlled by spirits frightens me a bit.
You don't like the idea of a haunted library?
It's everything I
Hey,
ever
you.
wanted. That's
I
it.
mean, I think the idea of a haunted place is pretty cool and intriguing. I'm not that interested in libraries.
Like ghost stories.
Yeah, but those are better around a fire than in a book.
I think it's better if they just didn't happen. Would be the ideal situation. Would be less murder and death.
Just because they're spirits doesn't mean that they're malicious in intent. The Steinbjorn is a protector and guides warriors. I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Eggy.
Aha!
Spirits in this universe are not ghosts. They're a completely separate thing.
We're on episode 2. It's gonna take us a second to get used to the
Yeah.
lore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's good to start. I love world building, so I'm just gonna keep throwing
It's
facts
the
at you
best.
until you get tired of
No,
it.
give us all the facts.
It's why I'm like, let me make a history check, and then I'm like, damn it, I got a 2. Because I want to know more.
Give me the knowledge.
The knowledge.
So Kaluri oversees the knowledge stuff, the spirits, and then certain other spirits help out those certain aspects. And if you have pursuits of knowledge, I suppose beseeching Kaluri for aid isn't a bad idea. I actually have to agree with Eglantine here.
Oh my gosh.
Don't let it go to your head.
Now
Holy
say something
ancestors.
nice. No,
Eglantine, you are very knowledgeable, and it's respectable how much knowledge you have.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
I,
We're just gonna bond over how hard it is to be nice to each other.
and your knowledge does come in. Never mind, I've said enough. I've already been nice enough. Is that nice enough for you? Leela, is that nice enough for you?
yes, I don't think you should do too much at once. Save it for later.
It might hurt me a little bit.
Mhm. That one you seemed to struggle with that as it was. I don't want you to puke on us.
Thank you, Gabriel.
He sees the smug look. He just wants to comment, but he won't. He's just gonna be like, nope, I'm not going to engage.
I mean, it's a smug look, but it's still like tempered by the fact, like, she knows, like, yeah, I just had to fucking do this too, and it sucks.
we will bond over being forced to be nice to each other.
Right.
That's how we will form like a friendship.
Oh no,
God, it's
guys,
so-
is our bard the mom friend in the group? We're in fucking
Oh
trouble.
wait, whoa! The bard's the mom.
But I'm like a horny mom, so it's cool.
The fun mom.
Cool, mom.
You're the fun mom.
I let my kids like bracket get house because it's better than doing it anywhere else.
Oh my god, fantastic.
So we
That
got
was
cool
it.
fun mom
Keep on
and cool hot
walking, I
grandma.
guess. Because we got a couple of days of travel, right?
Yeah,
Cool boy.
not quite 2 weeks.
Oh, can I just say, when we're going to sleep during this travel, can I set alarm around us?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll make a point when we go to rest to make like little, either like shelters out of like sticks and leaves and things, in case it's rainy and stuff. Because I'm a ranger and I do that survival stuff.
Yeah, no problem. Rains a little bit. It's approaching summertime, so the spring rains are kind of slacking off a little bit. It's getting hotter, getting drier.
Ugh. Gonna take the cloak off. No.
When we do stop for the night, especially after that like first conversation, Eglantine will invite Giles to sit with her and like write if he wants to.
I think I'll up on that a bit hesitantly.
Yeah, we can just, spend some time right near the fire.
Yeah. Okay.
And she does that like every night.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before we wrap up?
What's it?
I'm going to continue juggling my axes.
I will
Okay.
continue being impressed.
Give
Still
me another, give me
awkwardly
another,
looking
throw
at
one in.
every now and then holding up that like book cover.
Close.
Was this? Where was this painted?
Many
I am
stories
going
have
to
been
make-
written about me.
I'm gonna make super sure my vial of acids, my vials of acid do not break.
They're fine. You've packed them securely.
Okay.
All right then. We will end this session with you guys arriving in Elsinore on the doorstep of the Blue Acre family manor.
Yes. Oh man.
So that's it for us this month, you guys. Next month, we're gonna go through and hear a little bit about our players. Sam, you want to go first?
Oh boy, okay. Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @thesamwisest. I am samwise_gameg. I'm a disability advocate and TTRPG streamer. You will be able to see me tomorrow right back here at Chromatic Chimera in Agora's Bells. You can also see me on Mondays here at Chromatic Chimera in Dead Skies by Night, which is run by No Initiative. We just had our premiere yesterday, so it's a really good time to get into it. You can see me next Wednesday in Steam Spell. And starting February 20th, I'm going to be DMing Tales from Thra over at Heroes Without Limits, which is a Dark Crystal-inspired D&D game. Please come and check it out. And next Monday, I will be guesting on the Scraticus Academy for a one-shot. So I hope to see some of you there.
All right,
Is it-
Megan.
Hello, my name is Megan. You can find me on Twitter at Megan is a nerd. Next time you can see me is on Saturday. I misspoke last time I talked about this. It is with Corinne from Roll the Roll, but we will actually be on Onyx Path Publishing's Twitch page because it is their product,
That's
Scarred
exciting.
Lands, that we're using for the
Ooh.
setting. So yeah, we're being hosted by the publisher. That's pretty exciting. But you will see me there this upcoming Saturday for approximately the next 8 Saturdays from 5 to 7-ish. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. You can also see me next on Chromatic Chimera on Wednesday playing my usual character, Rosalind. She's great fun. You should come hang out. It's a good time.
Oh, she is very nice. It's true.
Rosalind's my best friend. I love her.
That's all I got.
Alex.
Die. Oh, hi. I am
Oh.
Alex.
That was cheerful.
Well, I'm the DM, so I have to say that. So I am Alex. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Puddins. That's probably how you found me here. Now you know my actual name. So I'll be here tomorrow on Agora's Bells. I play Beans Boy Kane Jax, and probably gonna struggle to re-find his voice after talking like this all night. Next week, on the 12th, I DM Steam Spell, this game where we hear about Rosalind, Mouse, and Crew Hazel and Cat. And yeah.
And Best Girl Nettle.
And Best Girl Nettle, Duke Nettle. We'll be back next week with that episode. Oh God, Chris, what episode are we on? I don't know.
23-ish.
23-ish?
24, I don't know.
Oh,
Something
yeah,
like that.
it'll be something like that. But we're entering really cool story stuff. Things are getting heated. Oh my God! Thank you, Indigo Chameleon, for the raid.
Hi, Raiders.
Ew, we're just
Hi,
wrapping
Raiders.
up.
We're just wrapping
We're
up.
going
We're
to
so
bed.
sorry.
It's okay.
But we're gonna be raiding, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But
We'll
thank you.
pay it forward.
Thank you so much. I was like, oh, we'll raid them, but they raided us first.
Lead us to it.
Anyway, stick around, Chromatic Chimera. We do all kinds of fun stuff, I guess. I'm tired and rambling, so thanks.
Doing great. You're killing it.
Harry.
I just kind of exist. This is actually my first toe dipped into this cult thing. So
This cult thing.
Welcome.
Hail
Oh,
Satan.
well put.
I mean, unless you know me, that's pretty much it. I don't really have social media or anything. Kind of sad. You'll be able to see me next month, playing Giles, Pippin Paddleopsicopolis, if you've ever heard of him.
And we can't say Lila Vati. What is this?
Leela, Vati.
I think I've gotten the hang of it. I think I have it now.
I think I've gotten it.
We're just shortening it. It's fine.
Something like
All right, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I run Agora's Bells tomorrow. I'm the DM for that. It's a 5e campaign, pretty high fantasy stuff. They're going into a dungeon-ish thing tomorrow, so that's going to be pretty interesting. They've
Are we now?
Yep, followed
I'm scared.
some threads there, so everything's kind of coming together a little bit. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to work in a bunch of role-playing aspects into a dungeon, so we'll see this beautiful mess, and hopefully everyone lives. I play
Oh,
Kirk
gosh.
Hazel on Steam Spell. You can catch me there, where I do like candy, and I am also a cheerful, large person, but slightly different. So yeah, that's me.
And I'm Lucy. I'm Bluebird Draws on Twitter. Obviously, I run this game once a month. I am Kat in Steam Spell, where we all need therapy, and hopefully you're going to get it soon. There will be tears. Tune in. I play Brennan Winlielo on Agora's Bells. I second Chris's motion. I hope we all don't die.
I for one want to die.
I didn't balance that dungeon at all, so yeah.
Oh God!
Good luck.
Oh no.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
We make the best choices.
nah.
What could go wrong?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're called the wrong turns for no reason.
Self-proclaimed.
And I have a podcast called Odyssey Exploration and Research. So the latest episode came out on the 1st. The next one's coming out on the 15th. Shit's hitting the fan. It's a good time. And that's it from me. So thank you all so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. The VOD for this will be up soon. So if you missed
away
anything,
on Twitch,
Probably
yeah.
Thursday.
right
on
away on
YouTube.
Twitch, eventually on YouTube, probably Thursday. See you guys next month.
Good
Or
night.
next time if you're coming to Agora's
Good
Bells.
night.
Or next time if
Good
we're
Word
doing
up
it
to
for
your
some of our other
homies.
games.
Yeah,
All
see you
right, let's go.
tomorrow.
Join us
Night.
next time.
For
Let's go
Agora.
raid someone.